All right, roger that. Here we go. Listen, I saw something yesterday. I saw something regarding money, regarding moolah, that really kind of caught me off guard. I knew that there were residuals. I had no idea that the residuals were like this. I'm going to give you a hint. And let me see. By the way, Fester's not here. Now, it's not like we're waiting for him to arrive. I know that Fester's not coming today. Fester is out, and it's kind of the mystery absence. I couldn't really get why. He just said he couldn't be here today.
Well, remember, we were supposed to be off yesterday and today. Maybe he'd made plans with his family when we thought we were going to be off.
Oh, so... Well, on a Tuesday in the middle of the school year? I mean, it's not like they're off school today. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, Fester is not here, and I don't know why. So, I don't know. And, I got to call him later on because a member of our listening audience sent me an email with a Fester proposal.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Something that I mentioned on the air, and one of our listeners has stepped up from the place in which they work. So I want to share an email a little later on, so we will call Fester. I don't know with his mystery absence today if it means that he's not going to be available via a phone, but I suspect he might be. And then maybe we can find out a little more about the Fester mystery absence. Where is Fester? Why is Fester not here? All right, so back over to what I was saying a minute ago. Did I say welcome to the MJ Morning Show? I don't think I did.
No.
Well, welcome. Well, Froggy, how you doing today? All right?
It's you don't really have to say it. It's a given.
Still love your truck, man?
Oh, yeah. Love it. Love it.
Are you still driving aimlessly because you love your new F-150 that much?
Yeah, and just check out sights of the town I haven't seen in the last 43 years.
Hold
it's
on.
Nice.
Sights of the sound?
Sights of the town.
Oh, the town. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
And sightseeing, lovely Tampa.
Yeah, so new sponsor on the show is Veterans Ford at Linebaugh and Veterans. And incidentally, folks, keep in mind that no one will beat Veterans Ford. Ask for the MJ deal. Froggy got a killer deal on an F-150, and Froggy's all jacked on this new truck. Anyway, all right, back over to this money thing. I saw something last night, and if you guys don't, I might drag this out a little bit. I saw a number of $20 million. $20 million. I'm like, whoa, that's pretty significant. That's a pretty strong number. $20 million. Some life-changing money right there. All right, so just with that, just with $20 million, Roxanne, do you have any idea what I'm talking about?
Well, I know it's not book sales because I was looking at my residual book sales last night and it was nowhere near that number. So I'm going to eliminate that.
Did that book you were working on ever come out?
No, I'm almost done with it. I'm almost done.
You've been working on that thing
This is my second book. This is my second book, yes. And so it's not book sales. It's not royalties. You said residual. I'm going to go with some sort of entertainment business thing. Like, are we talking about a specific movie, a specific franchise?
$20 million. I don't want to give you any other hints. No more tips and clues. Just $20 million. Froggy, any idea?
I mean, contract talks are going that good. Wow.
Well,
Beasley's really stepping up to the plate.
Yeah.
Maybe yesteryear, but no. But
I don't know. Somebody got a deal. Somebody's deals for $20 million to host a show.
You know what? All right, hold on to that thought. I will provide the answer. I might take phone calls on this. I might just blindly go to the phones later on. $20 million. What does that mean? Oh, look at Roxanne's just. I can see your fingers moving over there. Are you Googling why is MJ mentioning $20 million?
No. I'm logging onto the text messages right now. Yeah. I haven't done it yet because oftentimes they do know. They can have good guesses.
Well,
and
that's
they
why
can figure it out.
I'm probably going to take phone calls a little later on and then ask, why am I harping on $20 million? You know what we missed? Did anyone say Happy Halloween?
I think he did during his presentation.
I did during one of my Hal Herman news on Halloween.
All right,
yeah.
so Hal Herman, Froggy, did you just admit that you were Hal Herman?
No. I mean, Hal did it.
I think. Wait a minute. I think
I didn't sleep much last night.
I think Froggy just admitted that he is Hal Herman Headlines.
Never. It's like Andy Kaufman admitting he's Tony Clifton. It never happened.
Oh man! But you know what? You should have done something. I guess there are no. I mean, there are Halloween songs. I mean, you got like Monster Mash and Thriller. Has been used as a so-called Halloween song. But I'll tell you what. I heard some mumble yesterday, and we'll get into this later on as well. I heard potential, sheer genius, and brilliance
from Hal
involving Hal Herman.
Ooh, okay.
This will absolutely cast aside any remorse or any perceived missed opportunity about expanding more on Happy Halloween for Hal Herman and Hal Herman Headlines. There is something
brewing?
Froggy, you told me this. I mean,
no, maybe Hal must have told you. You're confused.
No, come on, dude.
Is Hal? Did he get the $20 million deal for this?
Dude,
this is going to be big.
What I'm hearing about what Hal Herman has coming.
Oh yeah.
Oh no! Now you know.
He told me. He told me about it.
All right. What I'm hearing that Hal Herman has coming.
It's going to be a spectacular, I think.
Listen, it's all going to, as always, and with anything, it's going to depend on the execution. Yeah. Roxanne, you're smiling and shaking your head to the affirmative like you know what the hell I'm talking about.
Do I? Was it something, did it have anything to do with a text message yesterday sent to us by Hal?
Hal sent you a text? What? No.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
What text message did Hal send you?
Hal's texting you?
Was he trying to pick you up?
No.
Hal married.
Hal texted me and he texted Fester, and I thought and Fester responded to it, and I thought that you guys were on.
You guys are leaving me out of your group text with Hal? What the hell? What the hell?
What the hell is going on here? All right, so clearly there are a lot of reasons to keep listening to the MJ Morning Show this morning. Oh, I had something really weird with the clocks. I forgot to mention this yesterday, and Roxanne, in your little prep email last night, you were talking about that you guys are messed up on the clock. I mean,
no. I must have been, even though I always say this is my favorite time change. I love this.
You get an hour back.
Yes, but my body must have been a little wonky because yesterday I was. Do you want me to tell you now or save it for after the break?
Hold it. Okay. Save it for after the break. We're going to talk about Roxanne's wonky body. All right? Right after the break. But then something that was weird for me when the clocks changed early Sunday morning, and I meant to talk about this yesterday, but we got so jammed up I didn't get to it. But I want to discuss that when we get back. All right, hold on. So a lot of things, 20 million, Hal Herman surprise, or at least I think we can roll out the concept. We haven't even exploited Hal Herman Headlines all the way, and we have something new on the horizon with Hal Herman. All right, hold on. Back in a sec. On a busy Tuesday on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. What's up, Pat? What is this, Tuesday morning? No Fester today. Sort of an unexplained mystery absence. I mean, I knew he wasn't going to be here, so it's not like he didn't show up and we're like, oh man, where's Fester? Like recently when you didn't show up and you were just asleep.
Oh, yeah, remember that?
Well, because we had no idea where you were, and you had never done that in the 3 years that we had worked together.
I've never done it in the 10 years I've done morning radio.
This was what, in the last month or so?
Yes.
And you were just MIA. I mean, we couldn't get a hold of you.
Mm-hmm.
We finally got a hold of you like after 6:30, and we're thinking the worst. Did you drive off to Howard Franklin?
Right.
I mean,
No.
were you kidnapped by some maniac? I
Exactly.
mean, we had no idea what was going on
Like
with you.
nervous little Nelly moms looking for me.
Fester is not here. I don't know why he's not here, but he said, hey, I can't be here tomorrow. And I'm going to try to kind of eke it
he
out.
told you yesterday.
Oh, yeah, he told me yesterday.
Oh.
I was taking a nap about 2 o'clock, and then he called, and I vaguely remember my phone going, bzz, 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 bzz.
All right, we get it.
I vaguely, you know what, when I take my naps, I need to turn the vibrator off.
I just do it airplane mode. You
Yeah,
got to go airplane mode because you don't even want you don't even want something.
No. You don't need airplane mode. You just need to turn it to silent.
Do you know how many times I've had it on silent, but not airplane mode, and someone will send me a text message and I'll dream about them? Like it's
What?
still communicating with you.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Wait a
it
minute.
is.
Well, hold on. You're saying if your phone's on silent mode, all sounds are off. If somebody sends you a message, that message
Yes.
is telepathically going to your brain?
Of course it is.
Wow, that's interesting.
What the? Come on. Get out.
I'm telling you, if you
No. If your phone is on silent, it's on silent.
it makes a huge difference.
Oh, it
makes a
does
huge difference.
not.
If you sleep tonight with your phone in airplane mode, you're going to sleep so much better because you're not going to be bothered by all the notifications.
You're not going to be bothered anyway because your phone is on silent mode. It's not going to vibrate. It's not going to make noise if you're on silent.
You're even more receptive to those crazy things that your phone's trying to sell you.
Crazy is the operative word here because when your phone is totally silent, your brain is not getting signals from your phone that
your phone, wake up.
If I forget to put my phone in airplane mode, I get terrible sleep because it's all these overnight communications that seep into my brain.
Hey, Andrew, I hate to saddle you with such a morbid item, but when I went to bed last night, some of the local news was reporting on like a teen girl that was found near Bayshore in South Tampa and not alive.
What?
Yeah, there was a teen girl who passed away, and I think she was found like on the street near Bayshore in Hyde Park in South Tampa. And I haven't seen any indication. Just do me a favor, just check and see, because I didn't have a chance to dive in before the show today. If there's anything new on this, do they have any cause of death on this?
Channel 8 is still calling it a suspicious death involving a teen near Bayshore Boulevard. The police were called around 7 p.m. near West Hyde Park Place and South Parker Street. And it still says no apparent threat to the public, no other details immediately available.
Yeah, just a mystery right now. So we'll see if anything develops. All right, back over to the clock thing. And Roxanne, you claim that you've heard from people that they don't like this time change?
Well, there are people in this building who don't like it.
Why? You get an extra hour. Granted, it starts getting dark earlier, and that's kind of the push for daylight saving time year-round, is that, granted, the days will vary based on the summer solstice, the winter solstice. So we would have, even if we stayed on regular day, if we stayed on daylight saving time where the clocks go ahead to eke out additional sunlight, clearly in the middle of the summer, when we hit June 21st, the longest day of the year, right? You have, we have daylight, like close to 9 o'clock. Was it
Exactly.
like 8:30, 8:45, whatever it is?
It creeps up to 9 o'clock, yes.
But I love the clock going back, especially, getting up so early to do a morning show. I have forever, I have loved the time shift in the fall back. I've always loved this, and I've hated the spring ahead. For me, the extra daylight, you kind of get used to it after a week or so, but I love the extra hour of sleep we get. And you say that the people complain about that.
Well, they say 70% of people prefer the other way, which is crazy to me because especially, I guess I'm biased because I do get up early, so it matches your circadian rhythms more appropriately when it's how it is right now. And then your kids go to bed earlier. The sun's setting at 6 p.m. I'm like, kids, look how late it is. Go to bed.
This is your problem. Because you sent an email about something about the clocks.
Yeah. No. Well, okay. Yesterday, I slept. I took my normal nap, but I must have been a little bit thrown off because of the time change. Not in a bad way. But Doug said I was sleeping so deeply. He came in and I was like, talking, he said full conversations, sound asleep.
Whoa.
Like he was like, oh my gosh, like a little freaked out.
I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your
so
sleep.
I was yelling at us.
Now, I had a weird clock incident.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just have to say one more thing. I just am on a soapbox about how great this is. If you have young children, you want to get them to bed early, this is the perfect time change. And parents, you can like rock out with your clock out, enjoy yourselves. Your kids are to bed early.
Did you say clock?
Did you say rock out with your clock out?
It's just fun when you can have, like, you can put the kids to bed and enjoy the time change.
Do you use that terminology, rock out with your clock out?
No.
I like that.
Oh, man. Hey, I was at West Shore Plaza recently, and I've never been there, but you know that Mexican place? So was it Besito? Besito. I've never been to Besito. Michelle has with some friends, I think for some couple of midday margaritas or something. All right, so no, Michelle doesn't do that. No, but she did meet someone at Besito in the last year for something, and but I've never been to Besito. But I walked by there recently, and they had a big sign out that said "Rock out with your guac out."
Oh, that's cute.
for guacamole. All right, so I got to tell my weird clock story, and I meant to tell this yesterday because it would have made more sense.
Right.
You know, the Monday we're just back from the time change, which was 2 a.m. on Sunday morning. So I woke up at 1:56. For whatever reason, you know, I was just tired. You know what it was? We had friends over for dinner. We did some takeout. We took some takeout from Trattoria Pasquale. We know Luigi for a long time. That's on Southwest Shore. So we took some Italian out, and then we watched a movie that we watched, The Burial, with Jamie Foxx on Amazon Prime. And as I said yesterday, that movie was fantastic. If you're looking for a really good movie, The Burial, about this whole funeral home scam. And if you haven't seen that, I think it's the movie that Jamie Foxx must have done before he went into his crazy, comatose, whatever the hell happened to him. But the movie is tremendous. Jamie Foxx he's a talented dude.
Oh, gosh, yeah, he is.
And I'm glad that he didn't croak because I'm a Jamie Foxx fan. So we watched the movie, we had dinner. So I was a little tired, went to bed, and I was not awake for the time change. Well, so I thought. Now, I freaked out. Ask Michelle. I was like, what is going on? What? So I woke up at 1:56, and I wasn't going to be awake for the time change, but I woke up at 1:56. And, of course, the clocks change at 2 a.m. So late Saturday night into early Sunday morning, 2 a.m., that's when the clocks go back or go forward in the spring. I wake up at 1:56, and I'm like, oh, man, how did this happen? I didn't think I was going to be awake. So I'm looking at my cell phone. I'm like, we're only, 4 minutes away. Or 3.5 minutes away. I'm going to watch.
Oh, my God. You're acting like it's a shuttle launch or something.
Hang on a minute. I'm going to watch my cell phone go from 2 a.m. back to 1 a.m. So it'll go from 1:59 back to 1. It never goes to 2. But here's what happened. 1:56, 1:57, 1:58, 1:59. Michelle, and Michelle woke up as well. You know what woke me? I think Michelle got up to go to the bathroom or something, and that's what woke me up. So at 1:59, I'm waiting. All right, it's going to turn back to 1.
Yeah.
The time's going to go back an hour. And my freaking cell phone goes to 2 o'clock. And I'm freaking, what is going on here? What the? And I'm like, Michelle, something's wrong. Check your phone. What did your phone say? And she says, it says 2 o'clock. I'm like, what? Hold on. The phones didn't go back. They're supposed to go back. The phone didn't go, as far as I was concerned, the phone didn't go back. Mm-hmm. So what do you think happened?
I
can't even imagine.
Come on, what do you think happened?
Does it not change until like 2:02 or something like that?
No. Come on.
I don't know. I'm stumped.
You were in the future. I don't know what could have possibly happened.
So
the time change had already happened. It had already hit.
Oh, well, that's a lot. Okay.
I was at the new 1:56, 1:57, 1:58, 1:59, and then to 2 o'clock. I missed it. I woke up an hour too late.
Oh,
The time change had already happened. And listen, I was groggy. I woke up out of a sleep. I wasn't able to fully mentally process. I swore that there was some kind of breakdown in the space-time continuum.
You know what? You should write that up and do a little web post and write, are you a genius? Can you solve this quiz?
Yeah.
What happened to this man?
Why did he... confusing.
I look at my phone. It's 1:56. All right, we're about to have the time change.
Yeah.
It had already happened an hour earlier. And I'm freaking out. I was groggy, and my mental faculties were not whirling in the typical fashion, and I couldn't figure it out. It took me like 15 minutes to figure out. Oh, you know what it was? I looked at my wristwatch. I looked at my wristwatch and it said 3. I'm like, oh man! So I never looked at my wristwatch, which I wear an analog wristwatch, and so finally I figured the damn thing out. All right, I've got early morons in the news next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Great pile of early morons in seconds. I have a tip for you. right, here we go. Early morons in the news on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. All right, I'm all alone. I got no Froggy in here. I've got no Roxanne in here. Fester is out today with mystery absence. Now, I knew that Fester was not going to appear today. We just don't know why. And we'll try to get out of him later on. I do have an email regarding Fester's brain. And a very generous offer has been made, and I'll address that coming up next hour here on the MJ Morning Show. Oh, also, the $20 million question. We got to get to that later on.
Yes.
So the $20 million, where's Froggy? Is he out medicating?
No, I think he's in another studio.
Doing?
That light's on that studio right there, so I think he's in that studio.
What is he doing? What do we are shelving and warehouse podcast?
Yeah.
What is he doing?
It's a highly rated podcast, by the way. A lot of people tune in for that. A lot of downloads.
He has no idea we're back. All right, so early morons in the news. This is a pervert in the news. This is just sick. Guy arrested after recording boy in Disney World bathroom stall. Oh, geez. Come on. Man, this is any parent's worst nightmare. Yeah, guy was arrested after Orange County deputies said he recorded a 10-year-old boy in the bathroom at a Disney World hotel last month. Yeah, deputies said they were called to the Grand Floridian 9 o'clock at night, Friday, October 6th, after a Kentucky man identified as 22-year-old Clayton Snyder reportedly used his phone to record the boy. Like, really? 22-year-old recording a 10-year-old boy? See, this is just an example of, I don't think I ever let my kids go into, like, the bathroom on their own.
Until they were, 17, 18?
Yeah, less for the girl because, there's just, there are more pervert guys out there than pervert women out there. I don't know what the percentages are, but it is exponentially greater that you're going to have some freaky, sick-in-the-head male molester versus a female molester. There's just a much greater chance that you send your boy into a men's room and there could be an issue with some kind of perv.
Right.
Versus sending your daughter into a ladies' room and having a similar scenario.
I agree with that. Just like there are more men murderers than there are women
Dude,
murderers.
I follow a lot of those pedo channels where they bust pedophiles.
This is another one of your 500 YouTube channels you follow?
Well, I'm up to 642.
Right.
And very, very rarely will you come across a female pedophile.
Oh, yeah.
They're they're out there. They are out there.
But I think they're very few and far between.
Very few.
What is it about the male brain that is different than the female brain when it comes to that?
And it feels like there's more pervs out there now, more than ever.
Anyway, I think as a father myself, and my kids are grown, Julian's now 19, Chloe's now 22. I can't believe she graduates college in a month.
Wow.
But I worry about that walking around with my kids. I think everybody's a perv. I'm like, stay away from that guy. That guy's a weird mustache.
You know what Chloe's thinking about doing?
Oh, no. What?
Chloe, we believe, wants to go to law school.
Right.
But a lot of the law schools are encouraging kids to take a gap year.
Why?
Yeah, so just like a year off, get a job, do something, volunteer.
Nothing good can happen out of that.
That's not true. They think that they grow mentally and actually having some space.
Some real life experience.
I've never taken a year off in my life.
Listen, having a space between graduating with your undergrad degree, in Chloe's case, 3 degrees. And her advisor said that he can't remember anyone doing this.
Wow.
Yeah. So Chloe, next month, will graduate early. So she graduates a whole semester early with a triple major.
That's amazing.
English, history, and international affairs.
That's a treble.
A what?
A treble. That's 3,
Yeah, triple.
No, treble.
Treble?
I taught you something.
What?
Look up the word treble.
Right,
it means 3 in a row.
Well, treble, I've always
I'm
thought
just kidding. I made that
is
up.
the high end. The treble is, high end EQ. All right. So Chloe is thinking about, taking the year off. She's been messing around with the LSAT to see what kind of score she gets. And she's thinking about taking a year off and going to Japan.
Oh my gosh. I'm so jealous.
What
That's
is this,
amazing.
the Karate Kid 2?
No, to teach English.
Oh.
There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of job openings for Americans to go to Japan for a year to teach English.
Okay, I have a question.
And they hook you up with, you work with a Japanese teacher either at the elementary level, the middle school level, or the high school level. And there are positions all over the country. I mean, from Hokkaido, the northern island, to Honshu, the main island, to the southern island, Okinawa. I mean, there are all kinds of opportunities. And so they were filling out the application. And, she'll have to go do an in-person interview like in Miami, Atlanta, New York. There are like 3 or 4 locations for her to do an in-person interview. But
Whoa.
Chloe, starting in the summer, in July, she might go to Japan for a year to teach English.
Maybe she'll meet a army DJ like Good Morning Vietnam. Remember when he hooked up with the lady that was there teaching?
I'm sorry. I don't.
What? You don't know Good Morning Vietnam?
Well, all I remember from Good Morning Vietnam is Good Morning Vietnam.
Oh, come on. You got to watch it again, man. The DJ who
hey,
thinks he's funny, and he's like, in my head, I'm really funny.
There are a ton of movies I need to watch again.
Oh, yeah.
There are so many great movies that Michelle and I have. Oh, we need to watch that
Put
again.
that one on the list.
All right. Good morning, Vietnam.
Okay,
Fantastic.
quick question. Does she speak any Japanese?
Hi.
What is she going to say? A-E-I-O-U.
Hi. Do you know what height means?
No.
Hi. You don't know what height
No.
in Japanese means?
No, I don't speak
Do
Japanese.
you know what Ichiban means?
One.
I know it.
Number one.
Yeah, number one.
Ian,
So
I can count to 10. Ichi ni san shi go rukushi chachi kuchu.
I have Michelle knows. Michelle speaks some Japanese.
That was 1 to 10.
Michelle lived there for 5 years.
That's right.
Michelle's a Marine brat,
Mm-hmm.
and her father was stationed in Yokosuka as a U.S. Marine because, Yokosuka, that's where the Pacific Fleet is based for the U.S. Navy. And it's really, we've been to Yokosuka, twice in the last couple of years. And Michelle, she lived there for 5 years. So Michelle she still, speaks, a good amount of Japanese.
Ask me any number, 1 to 10. Any number.
Listen, I'm done with that, Froggy. All right, so Chloe's thinking about going to Japan.
Cool.
I've heard it's just the best place ever.
Yeah, I heard it's just I don't know about the best place ever.
I was going to say something else, but I forgot. What was I going to say?
You were going to say maybe it had something to do with the $20 million?
No.
Sitting on that?
No. I'm going to get to the $20 million deal coming up in just a bit. And we also got to talk about the McLovin guy. And, of course, Froggy, talk about movies. McLovin is from what?
Superbad.
Yeah.
One of the funniest movies.
So we got some clown running around with a McLovin license plate. So we'll get to, and it's not official. It's like a phony plate. All right, hang on. We'll get to that coming up in just a minute. And, I still have some additional morons in the news, and that's part of the McLovin thing, so hang on. We're back in a minute. Got to get Fester on the phone. Hey, do you have all the Dr. Phil audio bites? Yeah, we got a Dr. Phil sound wall coming up here in just a matter of minutes. You got a whole page of them?
Guy's still around?
Yeah. Well, hold on. He's about to make a comeback, apparently. And I'll explain coming up in just a bit.
I'm coming back.
Yeah, you're about right there. Here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hey, I'm about to have Luminous Electric. Welcome. Thanks for joining us, folks, here on a Tuesday morning. So, McLovin. Now, when I think of McLovin, of course, super bad, but also, I'm loving it. I don't know.
McDonald's.
Yeah, McDonald's. Yeah. But they don't say McLovin it.
They say, I'm loving it.
But da-da-da-da-da. I'm loving it, right?
Yes.
Da-da-da. But for whatever reason, I think of McDonald's.
Me too.
So this is making national news. I saw this in several places about this, of course, Plant City, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Plant City in the national spotlight. Listen, local story as well. Ah, man. A dude on a crotch rocket, dude on a motorcycle, early Sunday morning, took police on a high-speed chase as he took off. And listen, I was on a ride-along when motorcycles took off. I've told this story before, but it kind of fits in here. So this Plant City dude was arrested Sunday morning after there was a high-speed chase in the overnight hours on a motorcycle. And the reason why we're saying McLovin is this dude had a fake McLovin, McLovin, Hawaii license plate on his motorcycle. This is a total.
It was
Authentic.
even from Hawaii.
Yeah. It was Froggy. It was a fake Hawaii license plate.
Just like the movie.
And the motorcycle size. The little motorcycle plate.
That's funny.
Just like, well, really? You think it's funny to lead cops on a high-speed chase?
No, I mean, having the
All right.
license plate as a little novelty is pretty funny.
30-year-old Jesse Rivera was swerving and weaving in and out of cars on his motorcycle. Cops said out in Plant City, they're saying that he hit speeds of about 110 miles an hour in a 45, so over twice the legal limit. This happened little after midnight on Sunday. Authorities are saying that he had a fake Hawaiian McLovin tag, and that is from the movie Superbad. So what was the story? In the movie,
They wanted to get booze for a party for some girls, and they needed a fake ID.
right. So they had a fake ID.
And their friend chose the name McLovin.
McLovin. So that was the fake ID name, and it was a Hawaii driver license, right?
Yeah.
And it was McLovin. So it was Florida Highway Patrol. It was FHP that pulled behind Rivera and lit him up. And then as soon as Rivera turned around to see a trooper behind him, he just took off.
I follow a YouTube channel that shows a bunch of those videos,
Oh,
too.
jeez.
Motorcycles
that flee from cops?
And they get away a lot of the times.
Isn't it so scary when you're driving and one just comes up behind you and weaves in and out to get past you, and you see them and they're
have a
at such a
death wish.
diagonal to the ground. They're like, you feel like they're going to tip at any given moment. It just freaks me out.
Insane.
I have a motorcycle fleeing story that I was a part of. I wasn't on.
You were on the motorcycle?
I was not on the motorcycle. I was with Hillsborough County Sheriff's department office. So hold on, I'll get to that here in a second. So troopers got behind him, lit him up. He turns around and he just takes off like a rocket. Yeah. So you had numerous law enforcement agencies involved. So originally it was a FHP trooper that tried to light him up, and then it got to St. Pete. So St. Petersburg and Pinellas County Sheriff's Office, they try to conduct traffic stops. So he's all over the place. So still watching from quite a distance. So it didn't turn it into like a dangerous chase. Troopers said that Rivera crossed the Gandhi, not at a ridiculous breakneck speed, though. So he crossed the Gandhi, and so he was, this went on for quite a bit. I guess State Road 60 and 50th Street, then on to the Gandhi Bridge. I mean, so this could have been deadly for him. Because when these motorcycles flee, if they're weaving in and out of traffic, all it takes is just someone to shift lanes.
Yeah.
And, man, you're flying. I mean, you're gone. Anyway, so this guy, they finally, were able to stop him. So he tried to get the motorcycle back into gear. He backed the bike up, tried to go around the patrol vehicle, an FHP a Dodge Charger that was blocking him. And a trooper grabbed him off the bike. So a trooper just literally grabbed him and yanked Rivera off the bike. Dude's from Plant City. And the motorcycle fell on both the trooper and the suspect. So, according to local reports, Rivera was ordered not to pull away as the trooper was putting him into handcuffs. So he was somewhat, it seems, resisting a little bit while they're trying to cuff him up. The perp told the trooper that the bike was on his foot and he was hurt. Well, dude, don't flee from the cops.
Yeah.
So, McLovin, how long did he think that he would get away with driving around on a crotch rocket motorcycle with a phony Hawaii McLovin license plate, like right out of Superbad?
Yeah.
How long did he? I mean, I'd like to know how long he has been driving around with a phony Hawaiian McLovin license plate. So my story, this goes back maybe 7, 8 years, maybe 9 years. It's been a while. And I was doing a ride along with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, and I was out with Steve Lewis. Steve Lewis has since retired. Great guy. Called me recently to check in and say hi. So I was out with Steve Lewis, and we were at Kings and State Road 60. So
in Brandon.
We're out in Brandon. So we're on, Brandon Boulevard. We're on State Road 60 and Kings. And we were headed westbound, toward the mall, toward I-75. And, we were not in a marked vehicle. We were in an unmarked vehicle, but it reeked cop car.
Sure.
So we just, in normal traffic, we just pull up to the red light. So we're stuck at a red light at Kings and State Road 60. And there are two motorcycles in front of us. So we pull up, and Steve says, they're going to run. So that's it. We pull
Wonder
up.
how he knew.
Oh, he knew. Listen, it's just intuition.
Seen it before.
Well, I'm going to give you a little tip-off here. Motorcycle drivers that either have expired tags or phony tags, or they have the propensity to run from the cops, or they don't want to be detected, whatever the story is. Take a look. Next time you're on the road and you see motorcycles, there are plenty of law-abiding motorcycle riders out there. The bulk are law-abiding, but what does it give away that something is amiss? Take a look for a motorcycle that has the license plate bent all the way up. So it's there, but you can't see it. So they'll take I'm demonstrating this on MJTV with my hand, or I'll use a sheet of paper here. So they'll have, this is the license plate, and they'll bend it up. So they'll take it and bend it completely upward so you can't read the plate. Can't see the numbers, the letters. You can't see the state. Can't see if the registration tag is valid, whatever. So that is an indication that something might go a little hinky here. And so we pull behind it, and we're pulling up to a normal red light. Two motorcycles in the number 1 lane, and we were right behind them. They were the lead. Actually, no, I'm sorry. They were, there was a car in the lead. They were side by side. And Steve, we pull up right behind. No indication originally that anything was amiss. Pulls up, sees that the license tags are totally bent up. And he says to me, they're going to run. And within 2 seconds of those words leaving his mouth, boom, they throttle it through a red light, make a right turn on Kings, and gone. And he lights it up. We go through the intersection, and we follow down Kings at not a crazy high speed, and we were only a couple of 100 yards down the road, and they were gone. And then they hit a T down Kings. One went to the left, one went to the right, and he totally broke off. So because you've got agencies that have pursuit policies that if you're not chasing a dangerous felon, that, listen, there's the danger to the public for high-speed chases. So, but man, he nailed it. He's like, they're going to run. It was and within 2 seconds of him saying, they're going to run, boom, they were gone.
He's seen it before.
And
they got him?
No, they were gone. I mean, he put it out on the radio, be on the lookout
why are
for.
they always gonna, is it like pointless to try to find them?
Yeah. And the license plates were tilted up, so I have no idea if they both had McLovin Hawaiian license plates from Super
They may
Bay.
have. That might be a thing.
7:13 at the MJ Morning Show. When we get back, the $20 million question. I posed something at the very beginning of the show about $20 million, and I was really surprised. I had no idea that it was $20 million. What? And this is you're going to find this fascinating. I think some people might know, and I might go to phones initially and see if any of our listeners know why I'm bringing up $20 million. Also, not a good thing here, Jesuit High School. Jesuit High School making national news because of what the assistant football coach did. And he's been fired. All right, that and a whole lot more. And Fester, we got to call him and his mystery absence today. All next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. Hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ starts right now. So it's MJ here with Roxanne and Froggy this morning. There is no Fester. Now, I knew yesterday, late afternoon yesterday, Fester and I connected, and he said he's not going to be here. I don't have the whole story on why he's not here, so it's not like he's missing in action and we're worried like we were regarding Roxanne about a month ago, where she just didn't show up until, 7:20? Is that when you finally showed up?
Well, I called you guys at 6:26.
Yeah, that's right. But you had overslept and everything was on silent. We couldn't get a hold of you.
Yeah.
We thought the worst. We thought you were dismembered in trash bags scattered around the county.
Yeah.
We just didn't know where the hell you were.
The West Chase stalker.
Exactly. Well, the slasher. It's the West Chase slasher.
Slasher.
Still at large, yeah.
Yeah.
Since 1947.
Oof.
Yeah. So no, Fester is out. I know he's out. I knew he wasn't going to be here. It's just, I don't know why. But then we have to call Fester because a listener has really stepped up on something. So we'll get to that in just a second.
Fester sent me sort of a cryptic message yesterday afternoon as well, around the 4 o'clock hour, and said, I have a present for you. I'm not going to be there tomorrow.
Wait a minute. Wait. I have a present for you. I'm not going to be there tomorrow?
That's how we...
He always says that every time he's not going to be here.
Oh, with your contentious relationship, right?
Yeah, you're like an old married couple.
Like loving, hating, or whatever.
It's such a roller coaster.
Whatever goes on with you and Fester. So let's get back to the $20 million deal. I opened up the program like an hour and 30 minutes ago. At 6 o'clock, just part of the opening, I mentioned that I saw something and I was really just kind of amazed. I had no idea. And the number is 20 million. And I kind of narrowed it down a little bit. And I said $20 million. Hey, Andrew, I'm going to grab early phones here quickly. I'm going to grab some calls. And folks, with just 20 million, do you know what I'm talking about? Now, Roxanne claimed that some people made guesses early this morning.
I have a guess.
What?
But if it's true, I'm going to smack you in the head. Is that what they're paying Ryan Seacrest a year?
Probably more.
For Wheel of Fortune?
Oh my God.
Is that true?
No.
Is that's not it?
I'm guessing that he's... Listen,
Wait, he's probably getting more than that.
I would probably guess that Ryan Seacrest is going to make 12 to 15 million to
not
do
20. Okay.
Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I
love that show, man.
But Ryan Seacrest is going to be like this, like syrup of Ipecac of game show hosts, you know?
Yeah.
Pat's so relatable and nice, and sweet.
I'm not really a Wheel of Fortune.
You should give it a shot.
When it comes to
fun.
Hang on a minute. When it comes to the packaging of those game shows, and if you notice that typically the same station runs Wheel of Fortune, then they run Jeopardy.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's a package deal. I don't know if it's separated in any markets where one station plays Wheel of Fortune, one station carries Jeopardy, but on most markets, I think they're all part of Sony distribution. So I think it's like a package deal. And those Prime Access shows, those are big deals. They're ratings getters, they're money makers. So a lot of stations would like that packaging. But I've said this in the past, and I don't want to piss anybody off, but Wheel of Fortune is kind of like the lower IQ show, whereas Jeopardy is kind of the higher IQ. Why did you, Roxanne?
We watched both.
Oh, Roxanne, you just chortled over there.
Because I'm just picturing people in two rooms, like the I love Wheel of Fortune room, and you're saying that's the low IQ room. And the real nerdy.
I'd rather watch Jeopardy. Yes.
No, listen, I'm just saying.
High class, sophisticated show.
Listen, I've just always thought that that Wheel of Fortune was kind of the dummier show.
Dude, if you watch Jeopardy now, that Ken Jennings guy is so smart that sometimes when people miss, he'll go, Jesus, an idiot.
Let me go to phones. I got distracted here. No, the 20 million is not what Ryan Seacrest, the most mediocre, overpaid guy in any type of broadcast medium.
Give that wheel a spin.
Whether it's radio or television, I'm sorry, he's just remarkably mediocre.
He's a part of the Illuminati, bro.
All right, so 20 million. Let's go to phones. What is the significance of 20 million? 800-990-1047. Fire up the phones right now and see if you can guess. And I'm not going to drag this out. I'll maybe take a couple of phone calls. Do you have any idea? I saw a number of 20 million. I'm like, holy crap, really?
What the? Why can't I find it?
That's a big number. Well,
Googling 20 million isn't working.
Yeah, you need probably a little more detail. So, folks, do you have any idea what 20 million relates to? What is it? 20 million.
The texters know.
They do?
Mm-hmm.
How do they know this stuff?
Just some smart
How do they know?
texters.
All right, Andrew's screening calls right now. If you want to take a guess on what I'm referring to when I say 20 million, 800-990-1047. And it shocked me. It surprised me. I had no idea that it was going to be this number. Now, do you have texters that are guessing incorrectly, or is everybody guessing correctly?
No, pretty much everybody is right on.
But wait a minute, with such a limited fact pattern, how are people guessing this? It could be anything.
No, maybe okay, this is an incorrect one. I do have an incorrect
what
one.
what is the incorrect guess?
Britney's book sales.
Listen, that's a good guess.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Brittany, I think she had like a $15 million advance. All right. Man, I'm looking at the call screen like everyone knows what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew, are there any wrong guesses to like build up the drama, or does everyone freaking know? I've given minimal details, just 20 million, and people know what it is.
People are guessing it's your contract amount.
Okay. All right.
Police. What do you think he is, Ryan Seacrest?
Not these days, baby. All right. Not these days. All right. Really? My UPS driver is going to make more money than me next year. I mean, I'm not kidding around.
Whoa.
I'm serious.
Is that because you're not going to be working?
All right. Let me grab. I want to grab some incorrect guesses first. Debbie in St. Pete. Debbie, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Debbie, when I say 20 million, what do you think that is?
I was just going to guess the number of Burmese pythons in Florida.
Oh, like in the Everglades,
yeah.
and the invasive Burmese pythons, and that's an interesting guess.
Yeah, it's a great nature guess. I like it.
I would guess that 20 million Burmese pythons might be a little high.
But we would all be dead.
Yeah, it's incorrect, but thanks for trying. I do appreciate it.
Take over the whole
All right, thank you. Love your show.
All right, love you too. All right, every other caller now on hold knows the answer. All right, hang on.
I feel so stupid now.
Florian in Englewood. Glad to hear the signals getting down to Englewood this morning. Hello, Florian. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Do you know what 20 million refers to?
Good morning, MJ. Yes, I think I do. It is the amount of money that Matthew Perry and the rest of the Friends cast is making per year in royalties from the show Friends.
Well,
that would be impossible.
Well, Matthew Perry, not any longer. That, Froggy, is 100% right.
What?
That is 100% right.
They've been making $20 million a year for 20 years?
The approximate number that the Friends cast is making every year in the rerun royalties, about $20 million a year. And that's each. That's not like split among the Friends.
No.
That is each. That is Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, David Schwimmer, and now apparently
Marcel.
I don't think the monkey's getting anything, but now the estate of Matthew Perry, 20 million. I mean, just kicking back. That's just mailbox money.
No wonder they're all such good friends still. Something so good came of their project together.
Holy cow. What do their monthly checks look like? Like, what can I do the math here?
Hey, Florian, thanks for the call. How do you know that? How did you, when I said 20 million, how did you zero in on that's the royalty amount that the Friends cast get?
1.80.
It's been on the news quite a bit since Matthew's death.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, see, I didn't see. I just saw a story about it. Where did I see this? Like Variety. Yeah, I just saw a story. I didn't know that it was on the news, or I haven't seen Entertainment Tonight or Access Hollywood in a while. Maybe they broadcast that. Hey, Florian, thanks for listening down there in Englewood. We appreciate it.
Have a great day.
You too. Every line was jammed and a bunch of them dropped off because I gave out the correct answer. Bill's still hanging. Hey, Bill's in Holiday. Hey, Bill, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning. I would say that 20 million is just a thumbnail sketch of what the federal government needs to compensate disabled veterans correctly. That's what I think.
All right. Well, listen, I'm not going to disagree with that, buddy. So thank you, Bill. I appreciate it. Hey, did you know it was friends or was that your guess?
My phone sucks.
All right. Okay. Well, there you go.
Good answer.
There we go. All right. So I was just blown away.
So that they're like, honey, can you get the mail? I think my $2 million check's here.
Yeah.
It's going to be a nice day.
Do they get direct deposit?
I mean, holy cow.
Or do they get just a ridiculous check in the mail every month?
They probably could just buy a system to be in charge of
Why
that.
was his house so small?
Yeah, and listen, depending on how he had his will and trust set up, the question is, his parents are still alive, right? So
yeah, they are.
Are they the beneficiaries to his estate? I don't know.
Yeah, it depends how it's set up. But it just goes to show you, and I'm not saying that we still don't know all the details. The autopsy is not completely done, right? The toxicology, are they still looking into that? So I'm not.
Oh, we don't have tox results.
No, we don't know. But
what they reported was there were no illicit drugs found.
Right.
There were prescription drugs found in Matthew Perry's place.
So
he was found underwater. He was found submerged.
Mm-hmm.
So did he have a medical episode? Did he have a seizure? Did he have a heart attack?
That much money's up. I'm thinking murder.
Well, he's been ballooning up. If you look at pictures of him over the last 5 years.
He looked unhealthy.
He really started. His face got really kind of fat. His neck.
And his teeth got small. Remember his mouth was all weird on that Friends interview? He was like,
I think he had some teeth grinding going
never
on.
Heard that.
Well, yeah. It makes you realize, though, money does not buy happiness when you look back at everything he went through.
Or health. Money doesn't buy health or happiness.
No.
Well, hold on a minute. I have read numerous studies. The old adage that money doesn't buy happiness, that's kind of BS, because I have read more recent studies that say, that money can make you happier. I think you have less of a chance to be miserable if you've got plenty of money to do whatever you want. So,
but what's that point? What is the dollar amount where you're like, okay, I'm happy now?
I don't know. I'm just saying that I have seen research which has negated some of the earlier beliefs that money doesn't buy happiness. I've read research that says that, yes, people with money tend to be happier than people that are broke.
Money can buy you a little freedom in some instances.
I want to get into the whole Jesuit football thing here. And then right after that, why did Paul Delgado from Fox 13, the chief meteorologist, why did Paul Delgado text me the exact same thing that Dennis Phillips from ABC Action News texted me last night?
What are you, a weatherman, John?
No.
Oh. Were they mad at you because you disparaged them?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I'm just kidding.
I didn't disparage them.
You didn't disparage
they're both personal friends of mine. I'm friends.
But didn't you say they did incorrect weather information for you to go out of town on your trip?
No, I did not. I did
MJ made that mistake.
There was no No, I said nothing disparaging. What are you saying?
You said the other day that you got information about your trip that the weather was going to be bad from two people.
But every forecast had the weather. And folks, if you missed it, I was going to take a long weekend. I was going to leave Friday after the show. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I was going to be scuba diving down in Little Cayman. But last week, the weather looked awful, like 7-foot seas. And then I made a decision on Thursday afternoon that I was going to cancel. So I didn't leave the following afternoon after the morning show just last Friday. So I would have been out today as well because today was a travel day back to Tampa Bay from Little Cayman. No, but both of them were looking at the weather for me because they both knew I was going. But every forecast had the weather crappy. But, hey, weather changes. And it turned out that Saturday and Sunday were decent. Yesterday was rough. So I would have not done the diving that I wanted to do yesterday. And for me, a third of the trip on a short little quickie long weekend, that would have been, I think I made the right decision. I would have been bummed out if I didn't get to do the diving yesterday in Little Cayman that I wanted to do. So let me get back to the question after Roxanne just totally derailed me.
Trying to blow up your friendships.
Right.
Yeah.
So why did Paul Delgado and Dennis Phillips, why did they text me the same thing? What was it? tell you next. Next. First, though, the Jesuit story is crazy. And this is going national. This is on the sports websites, videos showing up on some of the national morning shows. An assistant football coach at Jesuit has been fired after he punched a high school football player at Jesuit. Great school, by the way. If we were in town, I would have loved, we were away for a couple of years. I would have loved for Julian to have gone to Jesuit.
Yes, I went to Jesuit for a summer before high school because I was planning on going, and then I wasn't smart enough.
Oh, wait a minute.
And my mom threw a shoe at my head.
So wait a second.
Because she wanted me to go to Jesuit so bad, but that's all right.
You ended up going to Tampa Catholic.
Oh,
After getting kicked out of plant.
So what?
For address issues.
Well, hold on. Say it again.
After getting kicked out of
Hold
plant.
on. Wait, hang on. You were trying to pull the address.
Old skimmy-limmy-ding-dong.
The skimmy shimmy address deal?
Yeah, so I went from Jesuit
You
to
grew
plant.
up in Carrollwood, and you were trying to go to Plant High School.
I grew up in town and country.
I'm sorry. You grew up in town. I thought you were Carrollwood. Anyway,
Yes.
I know you live in town and country now. So you tried to go to Plant, and you got kicked out because they discovered that you were pulling a scam with your address?
Yes.
How'd they catch you?
Somebody ratted on me. But I ended up at a great school, Tampa Catholic, who were the rivals
But wait a minute.
of Jesuit.
But wait a minute. So Plant High School was first choice. Jesuit was second. You just said you were not smart enough to get into Jesuit,
gosh.
so you
I
had to
was like-
settle for Tampa Catholic?
I went there and I'm like, it's this hard and there's nothing but ween around, dude. I can't.
Come on.
I can't deal with all this
Froggy, would you
masculinity.
Froggy, would you please finally
Yes?
just kind of know our audience? And
I think I know him pretty well.
Stop with the ween.
I'm pretty
okay?
sure I got a little giggle out of some.
Just stop.
But I will say this. Listen,
Yeah.
I played Tampa Catholic football. We played Jesuit a lot. And
Yeah.
a lot worse happened than that back in those days.
And it's funny you say that because this incident happened during a game against Tampa Catholic.
Yeah.
Big rival game.
Yeah, so the video is out. It went on social media. It went viral. Andrew, do you have one of the local reports with the video? All right. If you haven't seen it, it's unacceptable.
What?
When I first, dude, that was
Have you ever played football?
that was a punch to the head. I'm sorry.
We got punched every day.
That was unacceptable. I watched the video over and over again. It wasn't a little tap on the helmet. It was a punch.
Dude, you never played sports.
The assistant coach on the sidelines, obviously the assistant coach was unhappy with how that player performed. Maybe blew a play, didn't listen to what they talked about in the huddle, whatever the story was. But it's 100% unacceptable. The video that I saw, the assistant coach at Jesuit punching the player in the head was uncalled for. And obviously they agreed at the school.
Well, I disagree with you.
Jesuit High School president Richard C. Is it Hermes? Is it Herms? Is it Hermes? Herm? Anyway, the school president at Jesuit issued a statement, and this was put on the social media pages Sunday, confirming that this assistant coach, who was a part-timer, has been fired. No longer with the school, no longer with the football team. The president of Jesuit said this behavior contradicts what the school stands for and is completely contrary to the expectations we have for coaches, moderators, and faculty members who are to be role models for our students and mentors in their development as young men. Now, the student was wearing a helmet. The student was not hurt, but that was a punch to Roxanne. Why do I think that you think this is okay?
I'm not. It's not that I resort to violence in any situations, and I definitely don't think kids should be beat up by adults. But when I keep watching this over and over and over, and kind of looks like he hit him on the shoulder pads to me.
Hold, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
He beamed him in the head with his fist.
From this angle,
Hold
it kind
on.
of looks like he bounced him on the shoulder, like
he
high
takes-
shoulder.
No, he punches him in the head. I mean, I don't know what angle you're looking at, but he punched him right in the side of the helmet. I don't know where you're hearing shoulder pad. We need your eyes checked.
Dude,
I
back
don't
in the
know.
day, the coaches used to grab us by the face mask and like pull us to the ground and This is, I don't know. Did you ever play any high school sports, MJ?
I ran track. Hold on, what do you...
Okay, I asked you if you play sports. I asked if you did sports.
So running track is
Real
not sports? So running track is not sports? Oh, okay, fine.
Football, baseball, basketball, where this kind of stuff is with nature.
All right.
It kind of, okay, listen, I do have to tell you, sometimes like Fester and I will sit here and I'm like, come on, Fester, and I'll just punch him. And that's kind of what that looked like to me. Like,
no, listen, I am not a mamby-pamby little coddle the kids guy. You know that. I mean, all this, coddling and kid gloves, that's driven me crazy. All the political correctness. This guy took a shot at the player's head. When I saw the video, I'm like, nah, that is unacceptable, and that's out of bounds.
He probably got hurt worse. His hand probably got
no doubt about it.
Very stupid.
Texters are saying they agree with me. I agree with you, Roxanne. I thought he punched his arm. It looked like a high shoulder punch to me.
I don't know what you're talking about. It smacked him in the head. I don't know what angle you're looking at.
And it was very quick, too. It wasn't like
It was a good punch.
It wasn't like a follow-through, full body, straighten your arm out punch. It was like a pow.
Oh, and before I get to...
But we don't do that.
Before I get to Paul Delgado and Dennis Phillips, two well-known local weather guys, before I get to why they both texted me virtually the same thing...
Mm-hmm. It's got to be airplane-related.
Who says?
Airplane-related? Do they do airplanes?
No, but I mean, that MJ does.
Bouncing has nothing to do with airplanes. Bouncing off the local Jesuit story, did you see the Texas Southern tuba player who was being heckled by a guy in the stands, and the tuba player just punches the heckler in the face and just keeps playing the tuba?
Didn't miss a beat, huh?
But
I hear this?
I got to see it.
Hey, Andrew, do me a favor. Find that video and put that up. So if you go to mjmorningshow.com, go to mjmorningshow.com, and you can see the Jesuit video. Go to mjmorningshow.com, and it's in the area called As Heard on the MJ Morning Show. And then, Andrew, get the Texas Southern University tuba player. Bands up in the stands, they go da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. They're just playing their band crap. And there's a heckler that's just in the face of the tuba player. And the tuba player's just, his cheeks are all puffed out. And and he just hauls off and smacks the heckler in the face and doesn't miss a beat. Just keeps playing the tuba.
Man, that's illegal.
Well, listen, he's getting heckled.
Okay, well.
Yeah. It was a Jackson State fan that was in the face of the Texas Southern University tuba player. So it was a rival team fan.
Was he screaming, "You suck at tuba"?
I don't know. But
Tubas suck!
All right, moving along to Dennis Phillips and Paul Delgado. Why did these two guys, two well-known, highly qualified local TV meteorologists, why did Dennis Phillips and Paul Delgado text me virtually the same thing? I will share Paul's text. Paul texted me, this is unsolicited.
Here's the big question. Did Lee Spann text you as well?
No.
Why did he text you, this is unsolicited?
No. I'm saying he texted me unsolicited.
Oh.
It just popped up. So Paul texts me, the contract negotiation video you did on Instagram was great. And listen, I'm not going to dwell on it. Yeah, I'm still negotiating. Obviously, my contract's up at the end of December. And I shot a little video on Friday. And if you haven't seen it, I think it's still the number one item. I don't think I put anything on Instagram since. So the video is still on my Instagram. Why did Paul Delgado from Fox 13 send me a text? The contract negotiation video you did on Instagram was great. Well, maybe you ought to check out the video if you haven't seen it yet at Certified MJ Radio. So on Instagram...
It's endorsed by two local meteorologists.
And I haven't gotten to Dennis Phillips yet. You made a wise ass over there? You made a wise ass.
I think she's jealous that you're friends with them.
All right. So
yeah, I am.
If you haven't seen the video, go to Certified MJ Radio on Instagram. That's my private personal account, Certified MJ Radio. And if you haven't seen the video, check it out. And if you don't follow me, give me a follow as well. I'm like 70 away from hitting 15,000. All right. So now to Dennis Phillips. That was Paul. Dennis Phillips. Let me go back. I'm going to read the text off my phone here. So where's Dennis Phillips? Here it is. Dennis Phillips texts me, again, unsolicited. By the way, I saw your Instagram video about your contract negotiations. Hysterical. So, I mean, obviously I did something right here. Obviously, I've made a mark. I mean,
obviously.
I'm in the entertainment business when I've got two local weather guys that are texting me out of the blue. Oh, man, that video's... They both follow me on Instagram. So,
are you going to tell Ron that? Are you going to say, listen, Ron, two weather guys thought my video was good. I think that's worth the leverage.
Anyway, it's on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio.
All weather jokes aside, both of them have great social media accounts.
Oh, absolutely.
They are kind of experts.
Absolutely.
Is that why you're wearing suspenders lately? Your new friendship?
I'm not wearing suspenders.
I have noticed a little bit of suspenders.
Hey, did Dennis tell the story about the suspenders on the air?
He did.
Yeah.
You know, the reason why he wears suspenders is that early in his career here in Tampa Bay, when he was doing some hurricane coverage, they did some like market research, like some focus group, like, after action, after they had like heavy hurricane and weather coverage, they did a focus group. And they were asking people about, who did you watch for weather and who'd you like for weather during the hurricane? And there were like a couple of people said, we don't know his name, but it was some dude wearing suspenders. So the news director said, that's it. You're wearing suspenders from now on. So that's why Dennis Phillips wears suspenders.
You need a gimmick like that. You need an eye monocle.
All right, now, we got to call Fester for a couple of things. First of all, Fester's mystery absence. I knew that he wasn't going to be here. He told me late yesterday afternoon that he wasn't going to make it. I don't know why. So that's a mystery, but I'm also holding an email from a listener. And I think this is a very generous offer. Let me see if we can get Fester on the phone. What is the phone number I just dialed, Froggy?
You'll leave a message, but the fastest.
Oh, no. What the?
Try again.
813-310-8444.
He will get a ton of texts right now saying,
oh, here it
they're
is.
trying to call you. Answer.
All right, now it's ringing. So that's why I always call cell phones twice. Oh, is he not going to pick up? First it goes to the voicemail, now it's going to ring?
Well, if it went to voicemail, maybe he was
Hi,
dialing
this is
out.
Lee Giles with Grass Addicts.
I don't know who the hell. Guess I misdialed.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. Hang on a minute.
Wait, guys, does Fester share his location with me, or do I just share mine with his? Is it mutual?
I don't know.
Maybe
Hang on a minute. All right, now, okay, this.
Hey,
hey,
guys.
Hey.
Hi.
All right.
Hold on.
Oh,
I shut my radio off. Now, I heard you guys trying to dial. The problem is I keep my phone on Do Not Disturb in the morning because I'm in the morning show. So, anyway.
So then why do I hear your phone ringing all the time on the air?
Good point.
I have to set it. Anyway, what's up, guys?
All right, so you did inform me yesterday afternoon that you weren't going to be here, but it is somewhat of a mystery on why, because you gave me no explanation. You're like, I can't be there tomorrow.
That's right.
Can you reveal why you're not here?
No. See, it is a personal day, and I feel that employees are absolutely not obligated to tell employers why they need a personal day when it is, in fact, a personal day.
I will get behind you on that.
Now, he has a point, but if you comb your hair right, nobody will notice.
But the point is that we generally don't keep secrets around here, and we're typically an open book around here, so I don't know why the secrecy and why you won't tell us why you're out and why you needed today off.
I understand, and I appreciate your concern. However, it remains a personal day, so I am taking one today with full expectations of returning back tomorrow.
Great.
And full expectations of complete privacy.
Have you received text messages at your not secret cell phone number asking where you are?
I have received about 40 of them this morning. So thank you to everybody.
Yeah.
But I haven't replied back to anyone yet because I've been taking care of some business. But thanks for everybody's concern. I'm fine. I'll be back tomorrow.
Are you going to reveal ever why you're out today?
No.
Oh, my God. What is...
He doesn't have to, MJ. We don't have to live with an open book in here.
Thank you, Roxanne. I don't understand why any employer should have to ask one additional question after an employee says, "I need a personal day on X." We are salaried employees. We get an X amount of time. It's somebody's job to keep track of it.
Is that what you
certainly
call
not
it?
mine. And I'm taking one today.
All right, fine. I got an email from a listener
Yes.
with, I think, a very nice offer. Now,
by the way,
yes.
Real quick, because I'm appearing on the show and contributing in some capacity, today is no longer a personal day. It is, in fact, a work day.
So you can share what's going on.
Yeah. So I'm banking this day for another time.
Well, first of all, no one keeps track of any of this. So
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
All right. Little loosey-goosey. All right, so I probably shouldn't say that because I've enjoyed it for 3 years. All right, so although this year I will be a week short, I'll leave a week of vacation on the table this year.
Thanks for nothing.
What? What?
I don't know why you're doing them favors.
All right. Well, no, just the way the calendar worked out this year. All right, Fester.
Yes.
I've brought up something with you recently, and listen, Roxanne or Froggy, if you want to jump in, and you've said some things that didn't make sense, and I kind of looked at you in a quizzical fashion. I'm like, is Fester okay? Do you have any idea where this is headed?
I know.
What, Fester? What, Froggy?
Fester, you need an MRI. You have a brain tumor. Yeah?
No, well, Fester has done a couple of things recently. I'm like, I don't know. It's just, you're acting a little strangely. And I did say, Fester, I think you might need a brain scan. I think something might be going on, man. Do you have a tumor or something? Or?
Yes, I probably have a small tumor. Yes.
I want to stick up for Fester and say that you guys might not realize this, but he does so many crossword puzzle and Sudoku puzzles type stuff during the show. His brain is sharp as a tack.
Roxanne!
It's not a tumor.
Do it during the show.
It's not a tumor.
He's also a big Jeopardy fan. We were talking earlier about Wheel of Fortune versus Jeopardy fans. He's a big Jeopardy fan and fancies himself pretty good at it,
now,
too.
Let me share the email that I got from
Thank you, Rox.
Tammy. Tammy sent an email. I think this is fantastic. So don't be a spoil sport here.
Oh, hold on. Easy now. Let's see what it is.
This was sent from Tammy, and she writes, MRI for Fester or Froggy. I can't remember which one needs it, regarding and just some of the content we did. She says, I work for Central Imaging Open MRI on Central Avenue in St. Petersburg, and I will give him a free MRI because he obviously needs one. So obviously Tammy...
Oh, she agrees?
Yeah, Tammy's a listener that clearly also thought that something you said was just indicative of maybe something's going on up there. She says, our machine is an open MRI, which means we can take all shapes and sizes, LOL.
Okay.
Are we sure about that?
This is great. So I guess the question is, if Tammy is offering a free MRI to have you get a checkup from the neck up, Fester, are you going to accept the offer to get a brain scan, an MRI?
So I have a couple of questions.
Yes.
One, Tammy sounds like she needs an MRI because she's not sure if it's me or Froggy. I'm just saying.
Why is that?
That's what my sister just texted me. Fester.
Putting him in that machine is going to be like pushing a grapefruit through a garden hose. It's not going to work.
No, it's an open MRI. It's not like the tube.
Oh, it's opened up.
No, it's an open. Listen, I just said that.
I thought that was the name of like the...
She says she works at Central Imaging Open MRI. So it's the open MRI. It's not where you lay down, and you get pushed into the tube.
So you think you say he has like an aversion situation?
So Froggy, this is a real situation for people who are fatter. I had to have an MRI years ago. Remember I had that accident near your house, MJ, like in 2001?
Yeah, you claim you got cut off by a Hillsborough County school bus and you flew off a Himes right through the YMCA parking lot. You clobbered over all little barriers, and then you went head on into a tree.
No, allegedly.
You totaled your pickup truck.
I did. So, but I went for the Tampa General Hospital, put me in an MRI. And the doctor said to me at that time, he goes, listen, if you get any heavier, we're not going to be able to give you an MRI here. Now, mind you, it might have changed since, 20 years ago. He told me that I would have to go to the animal hospital in Gainesville to get an MRI there where they give horses MRI.
They'll probably give you some horse tranquilizer, too, to relax during it.
It's called you the size of a horse.
The TJ doctor says you got any heavier, you'd have to go to Gainesville for a veterinarian horse, an equestrian MRI for horses.
Well, it's like I'm not belly fat big. I'm like broad big.
True.
I'm left to right. I'm front to back big, but I'm also left to right big.
Listen,
and they're gonna have to strap a feed bag to your face.
I think he called it the equestrian MRI.
All right. So the question is, because Fester, just your behavior recently, you've taken some bizarre positions, which has caused me to question whether there's some kind of an abnormality going on inside your head or something like...
Well, a very, very heavy debatation tonight. We had a very Darrison bite. Let's go to Terrace Chase and look for the bit. They have the pit.
So
you're having a birtation.
I think so. So the question is, Fester, will you take, because you get weird about certain things you'll do with no hesitation, and then other things you have like you have some kind of an aversion. So the question is,
disagree on things. I don't know that constitutes a brain malfunction.
Listen, I want you to get an MRI and have a professional read it. Will you
He's
take?
Having a version. He's having a version. Listen.
All right. So
She says more than version.
I think Fester sounds sharp as a tack today. He just needed a personal day.
All right, Fester, will you take? Fester, will you please answer my freaking question? Will you take Tammy from Central Imaging Open MRI in St. Pete? Will you take her up on the offer for a free MRI so we can have you checked out?
I have more questions.
Like what?
Next question.
Yeah.
That was a joke.
All right.
Is there any, and I don't know this, I'm asking, is there any potential negative side effects for having an MRI if you don't need one?
No.
Ooh, good question.
No, that is a good question. So an MRI stands for magnetic resonance imaging. So there is no radiation. Now, a CT scan or an X-ray, that delivers radiation. An MRI does not. So there are no ill effects for having an MRI. Unless you've got like a shrapnel in your body or they leave an oxygen tank in the room and it gets flung toward you at 75 miles an hour. No, there's no adverse health effects by taking an MRI.
All right. What could an MRI show?
If you have a brain abnormality or something's growing there, like I'm afraid it is, because you're just behaving and acting differently lately.
Let's not forget about the grumpification.
Maybe we can do 2 for 1.
What was that for?
Well, a very, very heavy debatation tonight. We had a very Darrison bite. Let's go to Terrace Chase and look for the bit. They have the pit.
All right, so Fester, can I tell Tammy that you'll do it?
I have to consult Tara Tyson.
Tara Tyson here.
All right, Fester, I got to move on, but
you know what? Listen, I would need a full body MRI.
You don't need a full body. We just need to have your head checked.
Well, I want to see what's going on everywhere.
Yeah.
All right. I'll talk to her about that. But I'm concerned about your head. All right.
And I think Froggy and I should make it like a couple's day.
A couple's day.
We can go in there together.
Like a couple's massage.
Right.
Yeah, or like a spa day for Froggy and I.
Yes.
MRI.
Yeah. Coming soon, Valentine's Day, his and her MRIs. All right. I'll talk to you later, Fester.
All right, listen. Short answer is I'm in, but I got to go today. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right, goodbye.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so he says,
What is going on with him?
I don't know something. Guys, I'm not making this up. His behavior recently, I've known him since the mid-'90s, and Fester, he's saying things. There are like some processing things going on.
His jovialness is gone.
I think he takes weird angles on things.
Yes, well, that's what started this whole thing, because we did a story regarding was it like a child molester?
No,
thing
it was a guy who was taking pictures of children and had no business taking pictures of children.
That's right. Was that the dude that was hanging outside of his school?
Yeah.
Yeah, so and the parents couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, I think that he does that for shock jock value.
So he takes the sides of pedos. He's fine.
No. And folks, if you don't know what that is about, we had an item
yesterday.
Well, that was yesterday, but then there have been like 3 or 4 other things over the last couple of months where I'm like, you know what? That's a little odd. That's not like the Fester that I know. Something's going on in his head. And I said, dude, you need an MRI.
Let's not talk this into...
Something's going on. And that's why Tammy wrote and said, hey, she works for Central Imaging Open MRI on Central Ave, St. Pete, and they'll do a free MRI for Fester. And Fester says apparently he's in. So, Tammy, I will be in touch to set up Fester's MRI.
That sounds fun.
I saw this, and I'm like, this happens everywhere, but I wouldn't expect it to happen on a cruise ship. 2 passengers stole $12,800 worth of sculptures from a Carnival cruise that they were on, according to the FBI.
Those are nice sculptures.
I'm sorry, I'm not aware of. So you've been on Carnival cruises?
No, but I've seen photos.
So you know
what sculptures?
Hold on. Yeah, exactly. So
somebody who I know who cruises all the time has shown me some pictures. Like, are you talking ice sculptures? Or are you talking those would be hard to steal?
Yeah, I don't think they're stealing $12,800 worth of ice sculptures on the buffet. Yeah, we got a dolphin here that's melting. Let me steal this.
Get out of here!
Let me put it in my luggage.
Put it on ice.
No, it's a real sculptures. This is insane. But people will steal everything.
Yeah,
I don't know if
it's not nailed down.
Yeah, I don't know if you know people in the restaurant business, or if you're a server, or if you're a manager or an owner, and you deal with the general public, they will steal everything. Andrew just said it in my ear, salt and pepper shakers. Yes, they'll steal like the sweet and low caddies, the little cheap, crappy wire rack sitting on the table at Denny's. People will steal that.
Oh,
they'll take even crappy silverware. I mean, food service, school cafeterias. People will steal everything.
You know, you inspired me to steal something.
Oh, stop it.
You did.
No, I didn't.
Last time I went to Ford's Garage, I took the little socket thing.
Whoa, I'm about to bring that up. Hold on. What did
Really?
Hold on. What did you take?
What?
Hold on. No.
What did I say?
I'm about to bring something up what did you're still.
Yes, I took it because you were like, it's a very, everybody's like, your friend told you. Don't tell your friend, by the way, I did this. And so I was like, hey, this is what MJ was talking about. And I pocketed that thing in 2 seconds.
Around the silverware?
Yeah.
Yes. It's, so Andrew just said, was that on the air or off the air?
I was on the air.
Okay, on the air. Yes, Andrew. Yes.
I could use that thing.
A good buddy of mine, Steve Schleiman. Known Steve for years. Steve used to be the Carrabba's president back in the heyday of Carrabba's. And Steve Schleiman now runs Ford's Garage. I think he's the president of Ford's Garage. And he told me a while ago that people steal the hose clamp, those stainless steel hose clamps that they use to hold the napkins together.
Yeah.
People will steal everything. Folks, if you go to Ford's Garage, just eat the great burgers. Don't steal the hose clamp that's holding the napkin and the silverware together. Please. Those things are like 85 cents a piece or something. I mean, it's a high-quality stainless steel product. But, you know, that's the whole Ford and the garage theme. And so they have this cute little deal where they use the hose clamps with the, and people are stealing those things. It's insane. People will steal anything. So, you know what? Let's go to phones on this. If you're a restaurant owner, if you're a server, we've done this in the past, but it's been a while. And I always like to hear outrageous stuff. Oh, yeah, somebody stole the bird bath in front of the restaurant. It's like, what? Somebody took the door off the hinges in the ladies' room and took it out, stole it. All right. If you're in the restaurant business, or listen, retail business.
What about hotel business? Do you want to
hotels.
open it up to hotels?
Yeah, whatever. Hotels. Whatever. If you're in the business of catering to the general public and you've got a story of stuff that people steal, 800-990-1047. That's how you get in. 800-990-1047. Hey, and if you want to confess, if you would like to confess, even anonymously, have you ever stolen something from a restaurant, a hotel, a store? And I'm not talking about just like product pilfering. I'm not talking about, I stole some dental floss. I stole some, Sonicare or something. No. I'm talking about just something awkward. I mean, people will steal like the floor mats. Like when you walk into a restaurant, maybe there's a vestibule or something. People will steal the actual like gray rubber mat. They'll roll it up and take it home. I don't know what you're doing with that. All right, but if anyone is in the biz and you've got any stories of people stealing stuff, and listen, the crazier the better. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. If you've got a story for us about stuff that people steal. And it doesn't have to be just restaurants. It could be, anywhere that caters to the general public. So while Andrew's screening calls, just back to the Carnival Cruise deal, 2 passengers stole $12,800 worth of sculptures from the Carnival Legend back in September. Yeah, the FBI said in a search warrant, which was filed late last week in the District Court of Maryland, the cruise departed from Baltimore to Bermuda on September 24th, returned on September 30th, after an art auctioneer with Carnival Legend found the sculptures missing from the art gallery on October 1st. FBI said security on board checked the surveillance footage and showed a couple walking into the gallery empty-handed and walking out of the room holding objects that appeared to be the sculptures. What kind of ball? You're on a ship and you're stealing sculptures out of an art gallery? On a ship? On Carnival? Yeah, so the FBI said it investigated the pair, found the Facebook account for one of the suspects. It said later it found a photo of the suspect on Facebook wearing a white shirt, dark vest, and striped tie that matched the one that that one of the passengers was wearing in the surveillance. Anyway, they nailed him. Yeah. So this is crazy. The larger of the stolen sculptures is a piece of work by Robert Weiland.
Oh, I love his work.
Yeah, Weiland. He does the whale tails, right?
Mm-hmm.
I totally made that up.
No, Weiland Galleries. Weiland is known for the whale tails.
Like women in tea bags?
No.
What the hell is a whale tail?
Woman in a tea bag.
No, actual whale.
Oh.
The actual mammal, a whale.
That's all he draws is whale tails?
No, he's famous for that.
Whoa,
man,
okay.
that's nuts. Look at the phones. The pilfer line's completely lit up here.
Yeah, and you know what? People get excited to brag about stuff that they've stolen.
Oh man, I can't. I'm not gonna celebrate that. Erica's in Tampa up first. Hi, Erica. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Hi, MJ. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. So what's your story, Erica?
So I've worked in the service industry for 12 years, and the things that people will steal get crazier and crazier as time goes on.
What's the craziest thing that you remember somebody stealing?
One of the, those trash cans with the cigarette ashtrays on top?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen someone steal one of those before.
What?
So it's like a metal trash can, and it has like the tray on top with like the sand for cigarettes.
Yep.
So that was like outside the front door?
Yep.
With the cat litter in it?
Yeah, gravel, sand, whatever it is. Someone just took it?
Yep, 2 guys just took it, put it in their truck, and left.
What restaurant was it?
Applebee's.
Oh man,
Quite a heist.
What else is memorable as far as what customers have stolen?
I feel like it's more memorable what people do with the things that they've stolen. I've had someone take an entire tray of like wine glasses off the bar and throw it outside.
Throw it outside?
Yeah, just take it out of the restaurant, throw it outside.
Wow.
Just smashing the glasses?
It's not cool.
Yep.
What the? Erica, thanks for the call. This is why we're taking calls.
Drunk people probably do that.
Anne-Marie in Tarpon on the MJ Morning Show. Hi, Anne-Marie.
Hi, how are you?
We're doing well. Man, your cell phone sounds fantastic.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, what phone are you on?
I have the Z Fold.
Oh, wow.
What's that?
Yeah.
Is that Samsung? Who makes that?
It's Samsung. It's Android, yeah.
All right, so Samsung's, and who's your carrier?
T-Mobile.
Yeah, this sounds great.
Yeah.
Anne-Marie, go ahead. So what have you seen people steal?
So I work in a poker room, a Texas Hold'em poker room here locally, and we, serve drinks. The girls come around.
At the horse track?
Yeah, at the Derby Lane, the old Greyhound track.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Oh, the old Greyhound track. Gotcha. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, the girls come around. We take your drink orders. We bring your drink out. We bring you a little cup holder we put on the table for you. Everything's good to go. I watch people come into the poker room, specifically women, come into the poker room with their purse, sit down at the table, and literally will take out like 3 or 4 of our cup holders from their purses. Like these things are like gold to people. It's ridiculous. We walk into cup holder, cup holder, cup holder. People shove them in their pockets.
What?
Like it's these little tin. They probably cost like 10 cents cup holders, literally.
Oh, my God. All right. Thanks, Anne-Marie. Thanks for listening.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
Have a great one. Pastor Lynn.
Ooh.
Got a pastor calling in from Tampa. I think he's called before. Hello, Pastor Lynn. Welcome.
Hey, MJ. This is Bites at Funerals, Pastor Lynn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I thought I recognized your name. All right. So what have you seen people steal?
Yeah, well, at the cemetery, there's people that wait for the funerals to be over, and they go and strip the flower arrangements, and then they take the flowers out and resell them.
Oh, my God. That is low.
That's brilliant.
No, it's not.
Yeah, now they're stealing the bronze flower holders out of the headstones at the cemetery.
Yeah, I know that was going on because people are taking the metal and then like taking them to smelters to melt down and get money for the scrap metal.
Exactly. Yeah, I was doing a funeral the other day, and I got to the graveside early, and there was a funeral that finished before mine, so I was sitting out off to the side. And these guys come up, and they're grabbing the flowers and throwing them in the truck, and they take off with them. And, yeah, it's unbelievable.
All right. Listen, great to hear from you again. Pastor Lynn, call anytime. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
All right. Luigi is, I think I know who this is.
It's a Luigi.
Yeah. Luigi in Tampa. Is this the Luigi I know?
Yes, this is me, MJ. Good morning.
Luigi from Trattoria Pasquale on Southwest Shore in Tampa, South Tampa. Luigi, welcome back to the MJ Morning Show. So what are people stealing? By the way, we did takeout on Saturday night. We had friends over, and we just did a nice, easy dinner at home, and then we had a movie with some friends, and everyone loved the food Saturday night, so thank you.
Thank you very much, MJ. So I had 120 beautiful spoons that says pasta on it, and then in the little where you have like the big part, it has a little indentation for you can twist with a fork in there.
Oh yeah, you can twist. It's like it's a special twisty pasta spoon.
Yes, just now I have 12 left.
Hold on a minute, you had 120 and now there are only 12 left?
Yes, I cannot find them anymore, but I say, you know what, let's just buy regular spoons so they're not going to steal them.
Yeah, you can't find them because you've got, what's 120 minus 12? Because you have 108 people with those things at their houses right now.
You know what you should do, Luigi?
What?
You know when you go to a bank and you use a pen and it's on that little chain? You should put a little chain on every piece. so nobody can take it. I mean, you got to do something.
The metal ball chain.
Yeah. Put it on the one in the spoon.
I have 10 at the restaurant and 2 at home. When I get home, I will send you a picture so you can see they were beautiful.
Yeah, thank you, Luigi. Great to hear from you, buddy. Have a good one. Mo is in Tampa. Mo, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hi, Mo. What have you seen? So I guess Mo is short for Monique, right?
No, actually, it's Moshe. It's a male Jewish name, and I'm neither.
Oh, Mo. Hold on. So you're not male and you're not Jewish, but your name is Moshe?
Yes.
Oh, very nice.
Where's Larry and Curly?
What about Mo Ginsburg, old suit guy back in New York years ago? All right, so Mo, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Go ahead.
When I was younger years ago, I got really drunk at the Fountain Blue and stole a comforter.
Ooh, that sounds like a fun night there.
What happened?
I said it sounds like a fun night there.
It was. It was a let go. It was a let go night, and one of my friends still has the comforter. She says it's the most comfortable thing she's ever slept on.
Jeez, did the hotel charge you for the comforter? Did they claw back?
No, if they do, they can come and charge me if they would like.
Yeah, but Mo, they have to know if the maid service goes into the room and suddenly the comforter's gone. It clearly didn't walk off on its own.
I didn't realize till the next morning when I was getting ready for church.
Mo comforters, Mo problems.
Yeah, Mo comforters, Mo problems. So, Mo, you were in a drunken state of stupor, and that's why you stole it?
It was so comfortable. I remember my friends and I were sitting outside the hotel room when we had it with us, waiting for our ride to tell us they were downstairs, and I took it with us.
Treat yourself.
Yep. Mo, thanks for listening. Thanks for the call. Christian is in Tampa. Christian on the MJ, a lot of Tampa calls this morning. Christian, MJ Morning Show, what have you seen people steal and from where?
Good morning, MJ. Good morning, Roxanne, everybody else.
Hey.
I worked at a cigar shop, and we had people going to the bathroom, and I was like, they've been in there for a minute, and they ended up stealing the toilet paper and the soap dispenser.
Oh, jeez.
And then they'd also steal the batteries out of the TV remotes.
Wait a minute, you had TV remotes in a cigar store?
Yes, sir. We have.
You had like a cigar lounge, right?
Yes, sir.
One of my best steals was at a cigar bar. I stole a big, heavy cigar ashtray. It was glass.
Come on, Froggy.
I still have it to this day.
Really? What is...
Any ashtrays get stolen there, sir?
We're talking about these scofflaws.
We've had a few get stolen.
Yeah, they're nice.
All right, thanks for the call, Christian.
I'm not proud of it.
Todd is in Clearwater. Todd, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hey, Todd.
Hey, Mr. MJ.
What's up? All right, so what have you seen people steal, and from where?
I was the director of engineering for 30 years for Hilton and Marriott, different times.
Oh, man, you've seen it all then.
I have. I've seen vans come up in the middle of the night and put the furniture from the lobby, the couches and chairs, into the vans and drive away with
What?
it.
Jeez.
That's a full-on heist.
TV out of the bar after the bar closes. They take the TV off the wall and put it in the truck and drive off.
All right, so you got robbed.
Oh, yeah, definitely robbed. And, in the rooms, the TVs, they're bolted down to the dresser. They'll cut the wires, because you got that little black cover where they can't use a tool to unscrew it. They'll just cut the wire, unscrew the TV, and take the TV and leave the stand in the room.
Oh, unbelievable.
Golly.
Yeah. They take anything, like Roxanne said, if it's not screwed down and bolted down, they're going to take it.
Yep.
Anyway, Todd, thank you, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You have a great day. He sounds like he ought to be a character in Yellowstone or something, doesn't he?
That's right. Yeah,
man, love the guy's sound. Kind of like a Wilfred Brimley kind of, deal.
Stole the damn bathtub.
Man, he's so mean he once shot a man just for sneering. All right, so let's see. What are you're writing me notes?
Oh, sorry. Play the heist music. I wanted you to play the heist music.
Look at Roxanne being a producer.
Yeah.
Well, what heist music?
Lithuanza, or however you say it.
Lithuanza? You can't say it. Don't have her say it.
Hold on. What is the German airline's name?
Lithuanza.
Oh, my God.
Wait a minute.
You never heard me chime in on it before because I can't say it.
We've never heard her say it.
Say it again. The German airline that starts with an L is what?
Lufthansa.
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 By the way, this is the 16th show in a row you've mentioned the Lufthansa.
That's why I wanted to keep it going.
So you want like
yes.
5 TVs, 6 TVs, 7 TVs. No one knows how many TVs were stolen at the Marriott, whatever.
They stole the whole damn lobby, I tell you. They stole the lobby attendant.
They stole the tile. Look, every line is jammed here on. Let's grab William in Tampa. William apparently works at Ford's Garage. Hello, William. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Yeah, we went to.
Oh, hold on. You work at Ford? This is a Ford's Garage story, or you work there?
No, we went there for supper one night.
Yep.
And we got to talking. We noticed that the hose clamps were there. So we asked the girls, what do y'all do with these? And we told them what we did because we use them a lot. We run sprint cars, and we use those a lot, those hose clamps. We replace hose clamps by every 3 races.
Right.
And can we have these 3 or 4 right here? Can we have them? She said, just take them. Don't worry about it.
Oh, so hold on.
Oh, great.
The server said you can take the hose clamps?
Yeah, she said, just take them. And when we got ready to leave, she come out with a whole bag of them. Said, here, take these.
Oh, wait a sec. She gave you a whole bag of Ford's Garage hose clamps?
Yeah, well, them things are like $1.25 a piece.
Oh, I know. They're expensive. They're high quality. Steve's not going to be happy with this. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We took them. We said, appreciate it, Will. We took them and used them, took pictures of our cars,
wow.
Put them on our business, and took them back to the store, and they put them up on the walls.
William, thanks for the call, buddy. Thanks for listening, buddy.
Another guy who sounded like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
Bob is in Newport Richie. Bob, you're on the. Listen, that's it with calls. I'll take Bob, Carmen, Ed, and Lisa, and then we got to move on because this thing will go on all day. Bob, you're next. Hi.
Hey, MJ. Hey, I was running a major grocery store in Florida for many years, and some of the craziest things, but this was of all things. I had a customer come back to me one time with a 12-pack of Budweiser. Inside the Budweiser, there was Coke cans. So what we figured out was that the kids were going into the dairy cooler, and they were swapping the beer with the sodas, and they were buying sodas at nighttime. But they're really buying beer.
Wow.
I tell you what a way to do it if you're going to get drunk at a young age.
That's a great idea. Oh, my God.
Man, I don't want to get anyone any ideas.
No,
but,
that's
Bob,
very bad.
Thanks for the call. Carmen is in Land O'Lakes. Carmen, MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Doing well. Hi. Go ahead. What's the story?
All right, so growing up in New Jersey, we used every summer, the miniature golf course opened back up. We would break in and take the giant tiger that was on one of the holes.
How many tigers did they go through?
Oh, so we would sell it back to him. He would put a lost and found every year, and we would sell it back to him for $50.
Wait, you would steal their tiger, and the guy would sell it? He wouldn't call the police?
Well, this is, early 90s, so things were a little different back then.
Carmen, thanks.
Wow, a big $50 a year on that heist.
Oh, wait, come on. You got to see what's on the screen here. Ed is in Valrico. Ed, come on, really?
Yeah. Hey, my favorite morning show. You guys should be on all day.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
we might run out of steam at some point.
Ed, go ahead.
Thank you.
Thanks for the props. I appreciate it. All right, go ahead, Ed. What got stolen?
My mother and I were flying to Los Angeles from Tampa. This is in the late 70s, and I'm saying it's Southwest, but it was they used to have a big sun on their back of their tail.
National.
Oh, okay, that National. And we were sitting towards the back of the plane, and we were drinking scotch, and we were getting kind of looped. And then the stewardess refused to bring us any more scotch halfway to California. And my mom noticed that the armrest on the seat was a little bit loose, so she took out a little nail file and started unscrewing it. And by the time we got to L.A., she had taken it off, put it in her purse, and we took off from there.
Your mom stole. Wait a minute. Your mom stole the armrest from an airplane.
Yeah, from the seat. We were sitting.
And you still have it?
Yeah, I still got it.
What the hell?
Was that back in the day with the ashtrays in the armrests?
Yeah, they had the ashtrays in it. Yeah, it was. Yeah. This is in like 77.
Holy crap!
And, my mom's 92 now. She has Alzheimer's, but yeah, I still have that thing. It was one of the most fun flights I've ever had. We were drinking the scotch and just, we were having a good time.
Stealing airplane parts. There you go.
Anymore. My mom said, "I'll show them."
Thanks, Ed. Have a great day.
Yes, sir.
That's one of those things that, don't exist. But, in the old airplane seats, in the middle of the armrest, you had the metal ashtray with the little lid on it. Yeah, people would jam gum in there and everything. And then there used to be ashes in those things. They were like nasty. Put your arm down and end up with like a wristful of ash. Lisa, last call on this, then we move on. Lisa's in Spring Hill. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. So if you're just tuning in, we're just what started this, I had a story about a couple stole $12,800 worth of sculptures from the art gallery on a Carnival cruise ship. FBI made the arrest. And I just said, hey, call up. If you're in the business of restaurants, hotel, whatever, any kind of retail, what have people stolen in the past? Or if you'd like to admit to stealing stuff, you can call us as well. Lisa, go ahead.
Mine wasn't as expensive as that. My grandmother was like a little Italian buxom woman with the big boobs, and she would steal the salt and pepper shakers when we went to restaurants, and she'd put them in between her chest, her breast, and my father would say, "Ma, stop stealing. You can't take those." And she goes, "Shh, quiet."
Your grandmother used to take salt and pepper shakers off the table at restaurants and jam them between her boobs?
Yes, and so she'd have a collection. So my father would go up to the waitress. My mother just took your salt and pepper. Can I pay for them? They're like, no, she could just take them. Majority of them.
Oh my God.
That was her thing.
How many did she eventually have?
Oh, I think she had quite a collection. And they were the old ones that were, they're all different types.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Lisa.
All right. Thank you.
Tell you, folks will steal anything and everything.
Or boobs. That'll work.
Yes, I'll take the salt and pepper calamari. No, I'll take the salt and pepper boobs. That's what
Grandma's
I'll take.
boyfriend is always sneezing from the pepper.
Yeah.
When he's giving her a
Motorboat?
Motorboat.
Achoo. Achoo. All right, so I don't want to think about grandma getting motorboated, All right. So speaking of airplanes and the caller that said that mother unscrewed an armrest and stole it from an airplane. Listen to this. If you're on a major airline, in this case, it's American Airlines. If you're on a major airline, or listen, any airline, and you're fondled by a perv sitting next to you, what do you think the airline ought to do?
Well, define fondled, because someone might say, oh, he rubbed my leg. And I mean, or like, what are we talking? Because there are probably different degrees of offensive fondling. Right?
This woman apparently claims that the perv kind of brushed against her, but the major fondling was upon himself.
Oh, ew. Yeah. Something needs to happen.
This is a passenger from here in Florida. She claims that the guy apparently sitting next to her brushed her a couple of times with his arm and hand. But then also, this is the big problem, is that he was fondling himself during the flight. Sitting right next to her on this flight. What do you think it's American Airlines. What do you think American Airlines did?
Let me think about that. But was it like all out, or was it under clothes? I'm just asking for.
He stuck his hands down his pants and was,
Okay. So I think American Airlines, did she report him right away?
Oh, yeah.
So did they move her seat right away?
The victim was traveling from Orlando to Dallas. This is last week. And this guy next to her, they engaged in some regular conversation. Apparently he had a couple of brushes against her, but then his hands were down his pants. So what did American Airlines do?
In flight, I would think the protocol would be to find the air marshal, if there is one on the flight, and switch her seat with his seat.
No, she got 5,000 frequent flyer miles.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
The airline did nothing but offer her 5,000 free frequent flyer miles.
Ooh, that's a bad look.
Oh, man.
And what, the guy just didn't get in trouble or nothing? You kidding me? Really?
Yeah. So the woman said, that the guy was putting his hands in his pants. He was looking directly at me, like his body kind of pivoted. He was facing toward me. I can see that his fingers were up his shorts, and they were raised all the way up to his groin area.
Ugh.
Oh, man.
He was trying to start his prop.
She even took video. She even took some images of this.
Are we sure he wasn't doing the pinch and twist, like just an itch?
Oh, an adjustment?
Yeah, everybody's entitled to a pinch and twist.
The woman captured this on her cell phone before getting out of her seat and alerting flight attendants, who did move her to another row.
Okay, good.
So she was moved to a different row, and American Airlines said, "Oh, we're sorry for the inconvenience. Here's 5,000 frequent flyer miles," which, by the way, 5,000 frequent flyer miles gets you nothing. Zero.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, listen, if you've got a flight that's like just empty and it's like a low demand area, sometimes, I've seen some flights as low as like 10 or 12,000 miles. But these, these days, the conversion, the airlines are really kind of hosing the frequent travelers. The prices for a lot of the flights, as far as the redemption for miles, has really gotten out of whack. And some of them are absolutely crazy. So I just thought it was kind of interesting. And 5,000 American frequent flyer miles has an average value of about $59.
Just to, that woman was probably scared. That would be a scary situation.
Oh, I'd say.
Jeffrey tubing it next to you.
Absolutely. I mean, it's,
creepy, intimidating. Then you're like, what's he going to do? Follow me when I get off the flight? I mean, that's it. They needed to do more than that.
I am very excited regarding something that I heard yesterday, something that Hal Herman is going to be working on.
I'm not sure you should announce it yet,
listen,
according to what Hal told me.
No, I think we ought to just talk about just the rumblings of what Hal is working on, because I think this could be hysterical. Ladies and gentlemen, Froggy, who is very close with Hal Herman.
I'm his official agent.
Right. Any chance that Hal Herman is lurking in the hallway this morning?
Yeah, I mean, he might be in the parking lot.
Yeah.
You want me to go look?
All right, Froggy, let's just cut to the chase here. So I think this is fantastic. Hal Herman is working on a musical project.
Yes, I do know about this. Hal texted some of us yesterday.
Dude, you're sexting Hal Herman?
Texting.
Texting.
All right. So, Roxanne, what do you think that Hal Herman is working on?
Is it holiday themed?
It
is.
is.
It holiday themed?
It is holiday themed. Yes, you got that part right.
It's a Happy Hal-O-Day CD with all kinds of Hal Herman holiday classics, holiday favorites.
Did you guys know that Hal Herman used to sing on cruise ships? So he does have a bit of a voice.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
So he wants to put out a holiday album, I think.
And how quickly could we expect this Hal
Holiday
Herman
extravaganza?
How quickly could we expect this Hal Herman, a holiday album release?
About 2 months.
Well, that'd be after the holidays.
Oh, crap. We can't release it January 7th.
No, you can't. You need
Hal's deadline oriented. He needs
I don't know. I'm thinking when the holiday music starts coming around, we start banging out the holiday hits.
Well, a couple of weeks before Christmas, we might play one song every a couple hours or something.
Couple hours?
I mean, stations that have already changed to Christmas music.
Have they?
Oh, yeah. I mean, really?
It's November.
It's ridiculous. Why don't you start playing Christmas music at the end of August?
I want to get in the spirit.
Hey, baby. Some state, they're already playing Christmas music. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's not going to be like Hal's Christmas music.
All right, so give me a little insight from what you know about Hal and what he's working on. What type of holiday special classic Christmas or holiday music can we expect?
Well, Hal's thinking big. He sort of wants to do a holiday like extravaganza, like a variety, songs, some stories, maybe some, insights, a real holiday special, a holiday special.
I love it.
With music, jokes, entertainment.
I think it's fantastic. No, well, hold on. I want to hear like holiday favorites.
Yeah, he's going to sing all the holiday favorites.
Like, what are some of the songs that you've heard that Hal might cover with Happy Hal-O Days?
I think he's working on Rudolph.
Okay.
Jingle Bells Roasting on an Open Fire, I think is going to be one of them.
Yeah.
Rock the Jingle Bell, I think. What is the Rockin' Jingle Bell?
You mean rocking
the Bruce
around
Springsteen one?
Christmas, rocking around the Christmas tree, right?
No, all the ones you're going to hear on the radio stations that are playing Christmas music, Hal's going to have them covered.
Well,
the John Lennon one?
You
How's that one go?
Oh, yeah. So this is Christmas.
Yeah,
Right?
Hal loves that one.
Oh, great.
So
Hal could have holiday merch to go along with everything. Hal could do a little stand up within these CDs and talk about like perfect gift ideas for loved ones, and then have like Amazon affiliate program. Make this big.
Okay,
How about Hal themed holiday bad Christmas sweaters?
Oh, adorable.
That's a good idea.
Hey, I mentioned. Listen, I'm looking forward to this. I think it's great.
Coming soon,
but it's got to be coming somewhat soon. Probably, I'm thinking just after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I think it'd be perfect because, we only have a little bit of time before we head off on Christmas vacation. Typically we're out, mid-December is typically when we go on Christmas.
Now, are we expecting live performances of these songs?
Listen, I don't know.
Okay, we got to think about this.
Yeah, I would imagine if Al's doing a CD or an album, we're going to
have to have recorded.
We have recorded material, right?
Okay.
All right. So I mentioned Dr. Phil earlier today. And just when you thought that we were done with Dr. Phil, Dr. Phil is coming back to TV with his own new cable network. What?
We're looking for a bunch of affiliates.
Are you an absolute falling down, non-functional drunk?
Yes, I am.
Well, the answer is yes. Yeah, Dr. Phil is returning. Dr. Phil is launching a new TV network called Merit Street Media. And he's going to have a...
Meryl Streep Media?
No,
what?
Merit Street Media.
That sounds stupid.
And Dr. Phil's new talk show is going to air nightly at 8 p.m. called Dr. Phil Prime Time. What is he going to go to live reports in Gaza? What
I'm here in Gaza.
Dr. Phil.
Shut up.
Prime Time.
Are you mad? Did it occur to you that you can go to jail? Do not waste my time, woman.
What?
Do you have a problem with drugs?
Oh, man. So Dr. Phil is calling his new network Merit Street Media, not Meryl Streep.
I would watch the Meryl Streep network. Nothing but great movies.
The first episode will premiere on Monday, February 26th.
Do you think that what you're displaying here today is at all becoming to you?
Do we really need to hear anything from Dr. Phil again?
I don't care about that.
How much money does that guy have? Golly. And where's Oprah? Why is he on the Oprah? They both have their own network now.
Okay, so I'm sorry. What's the content of this network?
It's all movies, Meryl Streep
I
movies.
hear what you're saying. You are a bum, a loser, a lowlife, and worthless.
Golly. Really
You
pitching your
are
network.
a drug addict. You are breaking the law. You are part of the problem. You are not part of the solution.
Sometimes you say you are. Jesus.
You crazy bitch, I'm going to take you down.
Dr. Phil. Wow. I don't know. So he's coming back on his own new network. His show is going to be on 8 o'clock at night. Now, what is going to be on this network for the other 23 hours? I have no freaking idea.
You don't have the balls.
Yeah, what
you need serious, serious help.
It's next to Steve.
You're
Wilco
worthless
network.
and uninteresting.
I'm tired of him. I can't believe-
Outrageous, irresponsible, completely insane.
I thought he was dead, to be honest.
Dr. Phil is still alive.
This is unbelievable.
Yes.
This is outrageous.
Yes, it is. Hey, you want to hear outrageous?
Yes.
Do you know what people are doing in line at Disney?
I heard about this. Is this for real?
Well, it's from valid news sources. Apparently, this is happening at Disneyland and Disney World here in Florida.
I cannot believe this.
What?
Apparently, with some of the very popular attractions where people are in line sometimes for an hour or two, people are, how do I say this? There are reports that guests at Disney parks are actually pooping while they're in line.
I can't believe
Where?
that. This has to be like a wives' tale.
In their Mickey hat?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
With their suspenders and all their Disney flair going on. All those pins. So
oh my gosh.
This is a social media post. Actually, this is on Reddit. Somebody wrote on Reddit, and this is somebody that witnessed this. Quote, I'm in the queue for Rise of the Resistance at Disney World. Someone let their kid do a on the floor, and they just walked out and left it. What the heck? So,
how old was the kid?
Yeah, this was Rise of the Resistance at Disney World, which that's a whole Star Wars deal, right? Rise of the Resistance.
I don't know
And
about that stuff.
Apparently, this individual said they were in line for over an hour and a half. Another Redditor who claims to have worked near the ride confirmed the claim. Yeah, this is actually happening. So people are going to the bathroom while they're in the line for some of these attractions where there are long, long queues.
Okay, this is wrong on so many levels. But like, why can't you say to your family, friends who are in line with you, I've got to use the restroom, save my spot, I'll be right back. Like, how hard is that?
I don't think it's, or you find a Disney employee and say, hey, I'm sorry, I've got to go to the I know we're in line here. I've got to go to the restroom quickly. Can you save my space?
That's called a zippity-doo-dah, sir. It happens all the time.
Zippity-doo-doo-dah.
It's a
zippity-doo-doo.
It's a zippity-doody or whatever.
Zippity-doody.
Zippity-doody, zippity-a.
So it's so common. Supposedly, there's a secret code for it. The code,
zippity-doody.
Right, I know, we cracked it. But it's code H. And code H used to mean that a horse pooped on Main Street. But now code H means it's code for human feces.
Code H.
Gross, Roxanne. We got an HF. We got an HF over here.
Calm down. Oh, man.
Wow. You learn something every day.
Oh, no.
And there's a ride. I don't know. Is Avatar? Andrew would know this. Avatar Flight of Passage. Is that at Disney World or Disneyland?
At Walt Disney World, it is at Animal Kingdom.
Okay, well, at Avatar Flight of Passage, they have a place called the Poop Hall because that's where people go do it so frequently.
Oh, my God. All right.
If Goofy can hold it.
I remember when Chloe was little and we took her to Disney and we were waiting in line for the teacups. We were not on the teacups yet. We were waiting in line to get on the teacups, and that thing is just twirling and spinning. And I just remember, someone just projectiled.
Yeah. I picked a look at my dad on one of those.
Yeah, on the ride. It's 8:49 at the MJ Morning Show. Listen, people are disgusting. Some people are grotesque
and have urgent bowel movements, I guess.
I just dumped that.
Please, Roxanne,
come
you're
on
a roll.
What do you say? You're just.
It is a clinical term.
Calm your tongue this morning. I just dumped that off the air.
I'm sorry, but it's a proper term.
Just took a dump over here.
You knew something during that segment was going to get dumped.
I hit the
at
dump
some
button.
point.
All right, 8:50 at the MJ Morning Show. We still have the whole 9 o'clock hour to go. I'm looking at the 9:10 must-hear story of the day. And this is great. So the 9:10 must-hear story is coming up momentarily. And, ma'am, I think you have a problem. Yeah, you might want to get some treatment for this problem. Now, we did talk about this some months ago, but apparently there is going to be some intervention and an evaluation which, wait to hear what this woman did in a Publix. So, yeah, this woman might have a problem. If you're doing this in a Publix supermarket, you've got issues. Hang on. That's going to be first up next, right after the break. Don't move. Here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Stand by. Rox, you really do not know how to pronounce the name of that band? That's interesting.
Is it interesting, or are you being a little tattletale?
No,
you know what right now.
So, wait, I can't bring this up?
And you can bring it up. There are a lot of words I don't know how to pronounce proudly because I'm so young that sometimes things happened before I was born and I don't know how to pronounce a particular word.
Roxanne just asked how to pronounce a band's name.
Yeah, you know why? This is why. I had the right pronunciation, and I don't know if I think I said it to you. I go, you say it like this, right? Blah, blah, blah. But it didn't sound right to me.
Did you like the way that I phonetically explained it to you?
I guess so. If you know what Dow Chemical is, if that's like if Dow Chemical is a top of word phrase, then yeah, very explanatory. Lee Span was a good clue.
You like that?
The Lee Span was very helpful.
So if we're talking about Dow Chemical, you know what? This is fun. Let's go to phones on this.
What's going on?
Very riddly today on the show.
You've got the MJ Morning Show. This is Q105. All right. I promised I would do the Publix story first, but wait a sec. A lady goes into Publix. Hey, this is being precluded just by a few minutes because of just something popped up. And we're in the studio, we're in the commercial break, and Roxanne says, how do you pronounce the name of this band? And
I said, do you say it like this?
All right.
And you said...
And hold on a minute.
Yeah.
So let me ask the question of you, the MJ Morning Show listener. This shouldn't... Hey, Andrew, where are you going? I need to answer phones here.
Andrew
just
okay,
walked.
Well, this is kind of a confusing little quiz here, so you might he'll be back by the time you explain it.
All right. So here, I want to go to phones on this. So if Roxanne had trouble or didn't know how to pronounce a musical group, a band, and we're talking about Dow Chemical Corporation, and we're talking about Roxanne's new best friend, Lee Span from Channel 8, the morning meteorologist on Channel 8, what do you think we're talking about? All right, 800, I thought it was great. I thought the way I explained it was great. So 800-990-1047 gets you in. 800-990-1047. With just the little two clues that we just revealed, what do you think we're talking about? It shouldn't be that tough. I mean, it should be boom, just like that. All right, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047.
I don't know. I think it's going to be tough. I think we need to give more clues.
No. So you just said, what does Dow Chemical have to... Dow Chemical, are they still a Fortune 500 company? I think they are. Dow Chemical, the big chemical company. And then talking about Lee Span, the meteorologist over Channel 8.
They know.
Oh, look. So I'm trying to explain to Roxanne how you pronounce the name of this group. I don't think it's too tough. I mean,
since you said the name of this group, people are getting it.
Yeah, I would think that this would be instantaneous if I'm talking about, the Dow Chemical Corporation and, Lee Span from Channel 8. I think it'd be very easy.
I'm confused.
Froggy, you don't get it?
I can't figure this out.
Oh, come on.
I'm not smart.
All right, let me grab Buffy. Buffy's in Tarpon Springs. Hello, Buffy. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Hello, Buffy.
Buffy, is that your real name?
It is. I am named after a TV show that was called Family Affair.
Oh, man. And then that's with the little red-haired kid. And the girl was Buffy, and they had some creepy butler.
Mr. French.
Yeah. Da, 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 da,
I heard about Mr. French.
I was like 4 years old when that was on TV, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, and one of them committed suicide. I'm sorry to be a downer.
I grew up in the vampire era.
Yeah. All right. So Buffy the Vampire Slayer from Tarpon Springs. What band, with the little hints that I gave out, like Dow Chemical and then Roxanne's friend Lee Span over at Channel 8, what band am I trying to explain to Roxanne how to pronounce it?
Would it be Spandau Ballet?
It would. Yes, good job.
Froggy, you didn't. Hold on. You've never heard of Spandau Ballet?
I'm not into ballet.
You know think of the song. You know the song in 16 Candles. True.
True.
Yeah.
Nope.
True. You never heard? Oh, hang on. Hey, Andrew, how many Spandau ballet songs? So my pronunciation was Lee Span and Dow Chemical. So Span,
never heard it.
Dow, Spandau Ballet. You never heard this song? Come on,
it's not clicking.
Get out of here.
I don't think. I know
this much is. Hey, doesn't Adam Sandler sing this in like the Wedding Singer?
Oh yeah,
sir. If you don't shut up, I'm gonna strangle you with my microphone cord. All right, Buffy, thank you for calling in. You're 100% right.
But,
thanks, Buffy.
You see, the thing
Have
is,
a great day.
Thanks,
You too.
you too. I knew it, like I said it, but it didn't sound. You know when you say certain words and they don't sound right in your brain? Like I said, Spandau Ballet.
What do you think you think it was the Spandex Ballet?
Yeah, no. I thought it was a Spandu.
It's the Spanx. It's the Spanx Ballet.
Yeah,
you wear those. Do you have Spanx? Do you wear Spanx?
No, I don't wear Spanx.
You have no Spanx?
I had one pair and they made me feel like I was going to die.
What were they squeezing?
It's
like you were being squeezed like a boa constrictor had you?
Yeah.
All right.
Brutal.
Anyway, Robert knew it as well. Hey, Robert, we already had the winner here. Robert, thanks for calling in, buddy.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, we're doing well. So, yeah, Buffy got it.
Yeah, I heard.
But, Robert, you knew right away when I dropped those two clues, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
Why didn't you say Dow Jones instead of
Spandau Ballet? You know what that is?
What?
Well, Spandau is a prison.
Oh,
they took the German prisoners, after the war, where they tried them. They were sent to Spandau prison.
That's
And when
called
they got
Nuremberg,
hung,
sir.
They hung them, and that was the Spandau Ballet.
Oh, you mean like Nazi war criminals?
Nazi war criminals, yes.
There you go. Well, thank you, Robert.
That was a Spandau prison.
Well, you made that up. Is that true? That's a festive name for a band then, Spandau Ballet. Yeah. All right, thank you, Robert. Have a great day. All right, on to the Publix story. So, did you hear the one about the lady that went into Publix?
Hey.
Repeatedly?
This is a joke?
No, it sounds like it. Now, we talked about this previously. Do you remember the story about the woman that went into Publix on numerous occasions and did this? She went to the wine aisle and would just guzzle wine in the middle of Publix. You might have a problem. Would you agree that you might have a problem? You might have an alcohol, a substance abuse problem if your idea of having a good time is walking into Publix and just opening up bottles of wine or cartons of wine, and you're just guzzling right there on the aisle.
Now, you do have a worse problem if you're guzzling rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, that's Kitty Dukakis.
Or Listerine.
Yeah, or Listerine. Yeah. So we talked about this woman previously. It looks like she can avoid jail time. So she's got to get an alcohol evaluation. Yeah, this happened up in the Villages.
Of course.
And thanks to the Villages News, this woman is only 35 years old. This is a fairly young woman. Listen, Emily.
Does she do it a lot, you said?
She did it on multiple occasions. Oh. Emily McPherson repeatedly chugged wine at Publix, was ordered to get an alcohol evaluation. That's a brilliant medical diagnosis there. Might have a little problem. Yeah, so she's 35 years old. She was facing 6 charges of theft after going to the Publix at Lake Deaton Plaza this summer and chugging wine in the store, leaving behind the empty packaging.
Did she drink the whole damn thing?
You have a serious problem, man.
Jesus.
You got a serious problem if you're walking into Publix and you're just guzzling alcohol in the store in the middle of the aisle and you're just leaving the empties all around the place. So last week, Sumter County Court heard her case. McPherson was allowed to enter a pretrial intervention contract, which would enable her to avoid prosecution. Originally from Wisconsin, she has to complete an anti-shoplifting class and seek alcohol evaluation and follow recommended treatment. She must reimburse Publix for the stolen merch, and she has to stay out of every single Publix store in Sumter County. Oh, man.
You're banned.
Yeah, and if she lives up to the terms of the pretrial intervention, well, the theft charges will be dismissed. But, I mean, clearly this woman has a problem.
Yeah.
When you're guzzling wine right out of the bottle.
So does she just goes for the screw tops, or does she
unless she has
bring
a
her
cork?
own
No, she had her own. She had a sommelier kit with her. Yeah, she uses.
She aerated it as well?
She actually brought a sommelier.
Yeah, she uses the Latier or the Code 38. And, sometimes she'll bring her own decanter for the box wine. She'll.
I taste this is heavy fruit above 20%.
And, if it's an older cork, you use the Asso puller, You ever see that? The Asso?
What'd you call me?
I called you an Asso.
You son of a...
No, when you have an old cork, the Asso are the two, thin metal blades that you stick into the side of the bottle. And then you pull the cork out conventionally. You put the corkscrew in with the Asso on the side, so you pull out an old cork that might break up.
Yeah, we've seen some.
Yeah,
we've all seen the documentary.
I don't. Do they use the Asso in Psalm? I don't know.
There's a lot of Assos in Psalm. Filled with them.
But, you might have a problem.
Yeah, and you're going to get charged with public intoxication.
Oh,
LTOD, line of the day. I mean, LOTD.
Public. Somebody texted that.
I got to give this
Oh,
texter.
come
That
on,
was a texter. That was a texter. No. Wait,
yeah,
if it's my own, if it's a texter, I usually tell you it's a texter.
I thought it was Roxanne's line for 3 seconds, but then I realized she got it on the text line.
Screw that. Take it on your own.
Screw top that. Hey, Publix intoxication. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, the 9:10 must-hear story. I'm running a few minutes late here, but here it is. Do you want to get something done that you've never gotten done, or something that you procrastinate with? So you got to do this.
Everything in this book.
Oh my God, that's a composition notebook with that speckled, black and white cover.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
That's your mind.
You know what? Your book is like maniacal. That's like a crazed. That's like some nut in an institution writing little tiny letters on the wall in blood.
And you know what else is really creepy is if I can't find it.
Can I see your book?
Uh-oh.
It's very, very, very private.
It's like her diary.
Can I see your that? I just want to. Can I see it? Will you hand it to me? Can I go through your little? You have a notebook. Hold on. You used to have a smaller one. You've gone to a bigger one.
Here, you can. I folded this first page.
This
is just private stuff.
Do you have some nasty? Let me see this thing. I want to see how maniacal your notebook is. But you used to. Didn't you lose one? Did you ever find that one? Remember you lost one? Hold on. What did you just rip out?
Today I'm thinking about killing
Hold
MJ.
on. Roxanne just ripped. Look at this. I'm holding up to MJ TV. Roxanne just pulled out a page.
Uh-oh. Oh, she's coming around now. She's coming around.
I'm just looking.
Hold on a minute.
No, these are look, this is Davion and Evelyn. That's all their stuff that I have to take care of.
All right. So what page? Oh, look at that. Look at this. This is Roxanne's life in this notebook. I'm holding this up to MJ TV right now. This is
it's very
yeah.
I had days off. Circle.
Well, all right. So what page did you just pull out?
It doesn't matter.
No. You go back to your microphone. Go back. What is this?
My clothes.
Oh, anyway. Hold on. Let me see the page you ripped. You ripped that.
Obviously, she doesn't want you to see that
why
page.
did you rip the page out?
Just it's my things I'm passionate about. None of your business.
Well, share a couple of things. What? That is hold on. The first page you ripped out are things that you're passionate
it's secret stuff. Yes.
Give me a couple of the secret items.
Writing books.
Anyway, I thought it was going to be more salacious than that. No, you ripped that out for a reason.
Well, I let you have a little peek into my mind. Be grateful for that.
Do you have little doodles of voodoo being performed on me?
No, but you know what? I do. When I notice this is crazy.
Pins in your head and your hair.
But when I'm happy with you, I'm constantly doodling stars like this. And when I'm unhappy with you, just regular stars or hearts even. Not that I'm lovey towards you, but if I'm happy, I'm Googling stars and hearts. And if I'm unhappy, I'm Googling boxes.
Hold on, Googling or doodling?
Doodling. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm doodling boxes with flowers growing out of them.
You ever just scribble with a black crown until it vanishes like the kid on the ring?
Yeah. All right, so back to the story. If you want to get something done, what do?
Delegate.
No, listen, that's not a bad guess. And you know what? I remember something else. And I'll bring this up in a second, just a similar type of situation. If you want to get something done, get angry.
Oh, I have heard about that. Yeah.
So
that's true.
People that are angry apparently will get things done. So if you've procrastinated or if you can't self-start, if you're angry, that apparently will help you get things done quicker.
Yes.
Being positive mentally is not always the answer to completing tasks. And there's a brand new study. Researchers focused on the impacts of anger. Now, this is a recent study. This came from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology. And they found during the research that the participants in the study, that if they were pissed off, if they were angry, that they were able to complete the tasks better. They performed better at task completion.
I've always thought this.
If you were angry.
Yes, because I notice when I'm very angry, my vocabulary increases like tenfold. It's the weirdest thing.
You ever see when someone's angry or, and they'll go on some kind of tear, like cleaning their house or something?
Oh, yeah.
What do you?
I've never done that.
What are you snorting at over there?
I have to, if I'm angry, I can't.
Numerous experiments, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 experiments were done with undergraduate students at Texas A&M. And the researchers heading up the study said that the emotion anger was chosen because it is, quote, frequently discussed as an emotion that should be regulated or controlled and is hedonically aversive. But they found in their research that when people were aggravated, angry, ticked off, they got stuff done better and faster.
It's called lighting a fire.
There was like task completion when people were angry. And this reminds me of another angry deal. And this is years ago, that if you hurt yourself cursing and screaming, oh, son of a, or, blurting out the F-bomb, that if, let's say you pound your finger with a hammer, you hurt yourself. You walk fast into the corner of a glass coffee table in your den, and you just nail yourself in the knee or whatever. That when you curse, when you hurt yourself, and you curse and you just start, that reduces pain as well.
Can you imagine if you hurt yourself and you're just like, oh, well, my finger fell off. This was meant to happen, I guess. I mean, that would make it hurt worse for sure.
Anyway, so there you have it. If you want to get something done, get angry.
Texters are saying that this one guy says, every time I have a fight with my wife, our house is cleaner than it's ever been.
Oh, like I said.
Yeah.
They go, yes, I know. I've seen this before.
Well, not me. I'll smash a lamp.
Yeah. So I've seen people, if they're angry, they'll go off on like a house cleaning tear. And that's what I sort of brought up a few minutes ago.
Yeah, because you're able to make decisions. You're like, get rid of this. Just throw this away. All right. You just scramble through the house and clean.
All right. Scott is calling from Nobleton. I have no idea where the hell Nobleton is. Scott, where is Nobleton?
It's by Bush now. It's got the big dinosaur out there. It's like got a half a dinosaur. You never been out that way?
No, I mean I've been to Bushnell. I've been up toward that way.
You got half a dinosaur there, sir?
I've never been to Nobleton though. No, I didn't even know it existed. But thank you for calling.
Anyways, I have overwhelming emotions.
Hold on a sec. Your phone is busting up. Start again.
I said I have overwhelming emotions of anger. My mental health professional asked me if that ever solved anything, and I told him yes, because one time I had a massage therapy. It got denied, so I went out to the chief medical doctor's house to knock on his door. A week later, I had my massage therapy.
Wait a minute, hold on. You got denied coverage for massage therapy, and then you went to someone's house and pounded on the door?
Knocked on their door, yeah. A chief doctor lived in a gated community. Also did a flower delivery. Anyway,
Nobleton.
Yeah, Nobleton apparently does not have a good cell tower.
I don't think so.
Scott, listen, I got you loud and clear. Well, anyway.
Not really.
Okay, you're right. I didn't get him. I understand what he's saying.
That's the last thing we got. It's
right.
Loud and clear.
Okay, all right. I stand corrected.
Well, let's not make him angry. How about that?
Yeah. All right, when we get back, got a couple of...
What are you, afraid of him?
You went and knocked on that doctor's door. Come down here.
All right, when we get back, the final chunk of the MJ Morning Show here on Q105, including mayonnaise. You like this mayonnaise story?
I love it.
There is a crazy mayonnaise story, which you got to hear. Also, another example, and I've said this multiple times, that you got to check. You got to make sure, because a lot of people think, oh, man, Amazon's going to have the best price. And I got a total perfect example here of why you need to shop around, that Amazon does not always have the best price. In fact, Amazon's price might be really, really, really crappy compared to buying something somewhere else. Hold on, I'll explain it all and a lot more next in the final chunk of the MJ Morning Show in minutes here on Q105. Stand by. That can mean only one thing. Time for the final segment here on the MJ Morning Show. Oh, I wanted to do this earlier, but I don't know, today just kind of got away from me. I mean, just had so many things just develop just organically on the show. I wanted to mention this a little bit earlier, but listen, better late than never. By any chance, Rachel, are you listening to the show? Rachel Lewis in South Tampa, are you listening to the program right now? So if you know Rachel Lewis, tell Rachel to call us right now. So whether maybe you are Rachel or maybe you know Rachel, we need to talk to Rachel. And if we don't talk to her today, then maybe we can get a hold of her tomorrow. 800-990-1047. So if you know Rachel, call her up, tell her, call in. If you are Rachel, call right now. 800-990-1047. Give out the number again. 800-990-1047. Why am I looking for Rachel Lewis in South Tampa?
Why are you?
Holy Shih Tzu.
Whoa.
She's selling a Shih Tzu?
No, she lost the Shih Tzu.
Oh.
Yeah. Had the dog for 4 days and it ran away.
Jeez.
And it's been running around apparently in that large undeveloped area. Remember where Georgetown used to be?
Mm-hmm.
So Southwest Shore, just down from the Green Iguana on West Shore, before you get to Gandy Boulevard, you've got that huge tract of land that used to have the Georgetown apartments, and they knocked those down, and that land has been vacant. It's crazy. They did all kinds of infrastructural improvements. They put in roads. They even put a traffic light down there, widened the road, and then it's stalled. They're not building anything. So someone told me that's on infinite hold now. I don't know what's going on. So this is a terrible story. This woman is looking for her lost Shih Tzu. Rachel Lewis bought this little gray dog, a Shih Tzu. How many times can I say Shih Tzu? Bought it from a breeder, and the dog ran away. She told Channel 8, I just took her outside. She had her little harness on, her little pink thing. Oh, that's nice. A little gray, and the dog's gray, and you got a pink harness. That's a nice contrast. And I thought it was tight enough, but I took her out in the front yard, and for some reason, she wiggled out and took off.
Aww.
She only had the dog for 4 days?
Yeah.
4 hours.
Whoa.
Yeah. I meant to say 4. I might have said 4 days. She had the dog. She just picked up the dog from the breeder. 4 hours, and the dog ran off.
Sounds like a scam to me. You know what I think? The breeders trained it to come back so they could resell it. Possible?
Come on, Froggy. Why are you thinking most devious racket and scam?
You never know.
That's like a fester thing, you know? Yeah. So she lives just off Gandy, and she says that the dog ran into the field that used to be the Georgetown Apartments. Several people have seen the dog in the area over the last 6 days. She said, I happened to look over there, and I saw a dog barking, and it was going on for like 2 hours, said Kenneth Thomas, who lives in the area, and says that he saw Wendy on a sandbar on the water and soon found out Lewis was looking for her. So the dog walked out on a sandbar during low tide?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Oh, where's this?
That doesn't sound good.
Nah, I mean, the dog probably walked back on. So where is but the dog has been spotted elsewhere. Earlier this week. So late yesterday. So Monday, yesterday. Lewis and a friend believe they spotted the dog in a new location, not far from where she was last seen. But they still don't have the dog. Where is the dog's name? Is Wendy?
Where is Wendy?
Yeah. So the dog's name is Wendy.
Why don't they bring other dogs to search for her?
Well, someone mentioned something a little morbid on the text line, but if Rachel's listening, I don't want to.
No, I mean,
Roxanne, why are you?
Well, I'm just saying coyotes.
Sure. Oh, what? We have those here?
Yeah, you got coyote. Well, also rattlesnakes over at Georgetown area. I believe that area had a lot of rattlesnakes.
Oh, great.
Pythons?
Not to get morbid, but
I don't know about pythons, but rattlesnakes.
There's a bunch of holes in the ground too, about wells.
If anyone knows Rachel Lewis, just have her call us. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047.
Send on a dragnet.
What if little Wendy fell in the well?
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Got lots of wells over there.
Baby Jessica.
Big wells. Like baby Jessica's little wells all over the place in South Tampa.
You have no idea how many wells. It's called Wellswood.
Wells are all over the place.
Oh, wait, that's not around Wells.
I don't know of any wells in South Tampa.
No.
All right, so, callers calling in on my Amazon tease.
You haven't even told it yet.
No, I haven't. So I mentioned this earlier, and let's go ahead and do the story in the final minutes here. 9:36 of the MJ Morning Show. And again, this is another example of, for whatever reason, people, they think that they're always getting a good price on Amazon. So somehow that got kind of implanted in our psyche that, Amazon. You go to the app and, they must have good prices.
Did they used to have good prices?
You know, I think that Amazon used to be better with prices, but they've crept up. And remember we talked about that Amazon racket where they had a program that was doing price manipulation?
Oh, yeah. You're not getting the deal you think you are. You are not having to leave your home. You are able to sit on your couch and wait for it to arrive, sometimes same day.
Yeah, I was looking for the story because it kind of goes hand in hand with this. But there's an example online. Somebody shot a little video. They put it up on social media. And a customer shows that Amazon has a sweater on their app for $44, and you can get the exact same sweater from Shine, Shein, which I've heard of that entity, for $14. The same sweater for $30 less than from Amazon. Same exact thing.
Bezos, what are you doing?
Bezos.
You penis-looking weirdo. Well, he does look like one.
Come on, will you stop?
He does look like one. You've got to admit.
Stop.
Stop what?
With the language.
What was the language? It was a clinical term, and he looks like one.
I just dumped it.
Roxanne, does he look like one?
Come on, Froggy. Stop.
Yes.
Stop.
You are such
no, I'm not.
a killer
all right.
comedy.
No. You just got to stop with some of that language. I'm just
You're telling me he doesn't look like one?
I'm not going there.
With the bald head?
I'm just saying that another example.
Be a great Halloween costume for him.
Same exact sweater,
Easy.
$44 on Amazon, $14 on Shine. Listen, I've said it all along. You got to shop around. Let me grab Allison. Allison's phoning in from Tampa. Allison, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, morning. How are you guys?
Welcome. We're doing well. What's up?
Great. Yeah, I wanted to give some input. So we are a local manufacturer here based out of Clearwater. I live in Tampa. I love listening to you guys. We've been battling with Amazon for years. I totally agree with you. I tell everybody, you got to look at who is selling the product, right? So we're just switching over. Most people don't realize this. They have two platforms on Amazon. There is Seller Central and Vendor Central, okay? So if you're in Seller Central, you have control over your brand. I had to go and re-register our trademark. I'm fighting with the Amazon corporate. I say, hey, we've got over a dozen unauthorized resellers, soliciting our products at an egregious price point. I mean, I'm talking, they're listing it for $18, $20. We sell it for $5, $6, or $7, depending on what the market bears. So this has just been very litigious for us, and it's been ongoing, and it's really upsetting because we'll get those negative reviews. People still look at the brand. They think it's you, the manufacturer.
Hey, Allison, if you don't mind me asking, what is the product?
Yeah, so I'm with My Family's Seasonings. I've met y'all before.
Oh, yeah. You sent us a whole bunch of seasonings. All right, so I know with Amazon, you want to look for, well, if you look at, sometimes it'll say sold by a private company, but shipped by Amazon. Sometimes it says sold by Amazon and shipped by Amazon. So there are different, and if you just scroll down on the item that you're looking at, you can see what that context is. And sometimes it's sold by and shipped by a third party, not even shipped by Amazon.
Exactly. Yep, exactly. So I've been going through that whole process to get this cleaned up. Literally got an email last night from an Amazon in their brand registry department. I said, hey, we're going into the busy time of the year. We've got all these people selling our products. According to their rules, that's totally legit. So this even happens on other platforms, on like Walmart.com, for example. Anybody can go on there and resell products. So you have to be really careful at like who is selling it to you. Definitely compare. I would never suggest that you're going to get the best deal on Amazon. I mean, you got to give credit to their marketing department. They sure know how to drive in.
But also, it has the effect of potentially tainting your brand name when when somebody is hosing people on price and they think that it's your company that's doing that, and it's not. It's somebody else.
Exactly, because these other companies can come in with an offer. What they do is they'll put in an offer to get the buy box, okay? So the buy box is like the deal where you would be the first listing for that product available. So if you go type in price...
Oh, is that like Amazon's Choice?
Yes, yeah. So they bid for it, and then
Right.
Amazon will select who's going to get that. So even though it's my company, my brand that we self-manufacture and distribute here, I can't get that buy box because I am in the process of kicking out these other people. It's a whole thing. It's just a racket. It's really frustrating. So I just try to encourage people locally, hey, go to your local Publix, get our products, and support us that way, or go to our website.
Awesome. Thanks for checking in. Have a great day.
Thanks so much, guys. Take care.
All right.
You too.
Now,
a lot of info.
Yeah, no, it really is. And for instance, I just pulled up the story I was looking for. I know I printed this out. We've mentioned this in the past, but also Amazon got in trouble for an algorithm that was screwing with prices and taking advantage of people. And I pulled up listen to this. I just found the story. This is from November 2nd. So just 5 days ago. Amazon made $1 billion. $1 billion. Oh, man, he looks like Dr. Evil, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
It's a penisy Dr. Evil.
Oh, you know what?
You know what?
I'm sorry.
You know what? I'm going to dump that.
All right.
That's so not cool.
All right, so Amazon made $1 billion through secret price-raising algorithm. Yeah, this is a Reuters story. Amazon.com used a series of illegal strategies to boost profits at its online retail empire, including an algorithm that pushed up prices that U.S. households paid by more than $1 billion, according to the Federal Trade Commission. detailed in a new court filing. The FTC lawsuit was filed in September. We talked about it back then. But many details were withheld until Thursday, when a version of the lawsuit with fewer redactions was made public. In U.S. District Court in Seattle, Amazon, which has 1 billion items in its online superstore, created a secret algorithm internally codenamed Project Nessie to identify specific products for which it predicts other online stores will follow Amazon's price increases. So it's kind of collusion. Kind of, they just try to get as much money out of the consumer as possible.
Yeah. Racket.
They made over $1 billion additional in a legal game playing algorithm that raised prices and would, look at supply and demand and move them up, move them down, push other online retailers to also raise prices. So, that's like a collusion as far as I'm concerned. What is, let's see, Jessica's in Tampa. I got to get the mayonnaise here. I might have to push mayonnaise off till tomorrow.
Well, I did send you the mayonnaise story, and I said it would be for me and Fester.
All right, so maybe I'll have to wait for mayonnaise for tomorrow. Jessica in Tampa. Hey, Jessica, quickly, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, MJ. I was calling in because, I'm not saying Amazon's doing anything, completely right, but Shein themselves, they also have tons of lawsuits against them, RICO charges, Ponzi schemes. They're stealing designs from designers.
Hang on a second. Hold on a minute. You're making claims that I just.
What are you talking about?
Listen. Hold on a minute. I can't confirm. If I don't want to put something on the air that I can't confirm. So what I need you to do, Jessica, is. I'm going to put you on hold. If you want to give Andrew, my producer, some information, I'd like to hear what you have to say, but I just can't have you make claims that I just don't know if they're substantiated, okay?
Okay.
All right, so hold on a minute. I'm going to put you on hold, and I'm going to let Andrew get some information. And Andrew, just pick up line 2 and see what Jessica's talking about.
Wow.
All right? Yeah, that was, folks, I
coming in dropping bombs.
Yeah, I just dumped a whole bunch of stuff there because I just don't know, the veracity of that.
Well, the first thing that was news to me is the pronunciation, because I looked up the pronunciation for that website and I thought it was Sheen. She said Shein.
Right. Hold on. Oh, wait a second. Was she talking about? Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hey, Andrew, hold on a minute.
Oh, she was talking about that other side.
I thought she was talking about the spices.
No, no.
All right, hold on a minute. Hold on. Andrew, ask her if she's talking about the Shine website.
I thought she was talking about Amazon.
No, I thought she was talking
about Shine.
What is
Shein.
She's talking about
She definitely wasn't talking about the spices, lady.
I put her back on hold. All right. I thought she was talking about the local spice lady. That called in first.
I thought she was talking about that.
Oh, okay.
No, she's talking about Shein.
All right, hold on. Jessica, I'm sorry. So you're claiming what now?
The Shein company that you mentioned that is selling that same sweater for much cheaper.
Yeah.
They have lawsuits right now for like RICO charges. They have claims from a bunch of designers stating that they've stolen their designs, manufactured them cheaper, and are selling them cheaper. So you think you're getting the same thing for cheaper, but really it's not the same product, and they're taking money from these designers.
All right, I'm sorry for dumping you then. I thought that you were making claims about the local woman that called in. Okay, all right.
I knew what you were doing.
Yeah. But you were talking about I got you, the clothing website and the comparison of the $44 on Amazon versus $14 on, is it Shine or is it Shein?
It's Shein. Shein is how it's pronounced.
Okay, Shein, S-H-E. I got you. Hey, Jessica, thanks for phoning in. I'm sorry for misdiagnosing what you said originally. All right?
No worries.
All right. Have a great day.
Bye-bye. You too. Bye-bye.
Always a little drama here on the MJ Morning Show. All right, hopefully Fester's back tomorrow after taking a mystery day off, which we have no idea why. So I promise we'll get to the mayonnaise story tomorrow and much more. Folks.
Well, I just need mayonnaise and I'll be here.
Have a great day. It's the MJ broadcast here on Q105 website, always loaded, mjmorningshow.com. Give me a follow on Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. And if you ever need to drop me an email, I'm mj at mjmorningshow.com. We'll see you here tomorrow, folks. Have a good one, and let's be careful out there.